Welcome back to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Overwatch. We are broadcasting from the Shenandoah Esports Arena. I am Josh Cunningham, and joining me on the desk tonight is going to be Ryan Blankenhorn.
Hey, hey, hey.
And we are here wrapping up the group stage of round 2, kicking off things with the Barracudas and the Lynxes. Later on, the Lynx is going to have a doubleheader with taking on the Scorpions. I'm really, really hyped up for the rematch from Grand Finals from round number 1. How are you feeling about tonight's match, Ryan?
I am feeling absolutely ecstatic about this game tonight, Josh. Well, first off, we got the Lynxes and we got the Barracudas. Let's just firstly go back to that Grand Finals where it was expected the Barracudas were going to win. All right? We thought the Barracudas were going to win that in the Grand Finals, and the Lynxes came in clutch. They came in clutch, and they showed up there. So now we're going to see, are the Barracudas going to be able to take this rematch game against the Lynxes, and are they going to be able to really take this strong and go in to get that number 1 seed undefeated, I might add? Or are the underdogs going to strike again with the Lynxes, and are they going to take that win and keep their number 1 spot?
I'm really, really excited to see. I think the Lynx are going to have something to say about the Barracudas' undefeated stance tonight, and it's going to be a very, very competitive and hopefully close match. And yeah, the teams here have been working so hard. The Lynx is kicking off their round 2 last week, now heading into their second game. The Barracudas trying to close things off here. And this has just been a very, very exciting round 2 so far. And we are about to wrap it up and head into playoffs. And playoffs next week is going to be nuts.
Oh, yeah, you know it. And, my favorite thing about what's going to happen today is the Barracudas and the Lynxes, right? What do they like to run? We see the Lynxes, they run a lot of brawl. They like the Reinhardt. Diamond Dog, she is phenomenal, right? If we just look back on her Reinhardt, she is absolutely incredible. But then you have the Barracudas, right? You have people like the Big Dream on DPS really showing their skills on Echo, on Tracer, on Genji, on Sombra, on all these different heroes. And it's really going to be interesting to see. Are the Barracudas going to perform well with this dive pick-based composition? Or are they going to get run straight over by the Lynxes and their brawl composition?
Yeah, I really think it's going to come down to the maps here and how well the Lynx are able to maintain their momentum, just like how it was in the Grand Finals and round number 1. The Lynx are really a momentum-based team when it comes down to it. And if the Barracudas come out strong early, they could just keep that up, and the Lynxes will have a tough time. But the Barracudas have lost before to them, so
yeah, they have.
It's a toss-up.
It's gonna be something, Josh, right? And the one thing Barracudas have, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm looking at the Barracudas to win tonight. I'm hoping they do well tonight, and that is because we've seen their overtime performance. That is where they tend to shine. It's really weird. A lot of these teams, they collapse in overtime, but Barracudas, they just don't give up. If they are in an overtime situation, they fight hard, they get more communicative, if that's even possible, and they just strike and shine. And I'm really thinking that's going to happen a lot tonight.
Yes, the Barracudas have had amazing team play that has really outshone the other teams throughout this competition so far, but the Lynxes were able to overcome that once before, and now they're going to be looking to do it again as we head into the first map.
Looks like we are going into Colosseo.
Yes, Colosseo here in a minute. Here on the screen you see the logos for the teams, the Barracudas and the Lynxes. The tanks are going to be the players to watch, and that's going to be Glory for the Barracudas and Diamond Dog for the Lynxes. And they have been the standout tanks for this competition so far, each of them getting a Player of the Week in the first round of the competition, and I'm really, really hyped up to see them clash again here today.
Yeah, exactly, Josh, exactly. And I'm thinking back from last week, we saw that amazing play from Glory on the Sigma on Paraseo, and I'm really looking forward to see, is he going to answer Diamond Dog on the Rhine? Is it going to be on Sig? Are they going to run Dive? What exactly Glory wants to do on this tank line here, because it's only one tank. It's Overwatch 2. So what exactly are they going to do? How are they going to form their team around this one tank on Coliseum here?
Yeah, last week we saw them playing the ball comp, hopping on Hammond, our little furry friend, in the giant big ball. But I don't know if that's going to be the play again or not. It looks like it is, as Glory is coming out on Hammond. Bonesaw going to get the first pick, though, onto the Big Dream, followed by a second on a Gambler to open things up very, very fast, not giving enough time for the Barracudas to set up with this dive comp here. And that's going to open this first point up for the Lynx is really, really wide as they're just able to push through the first corridor as the Barracudas get set up and spawn.
Yeah, and this is what I was looking for. Big Dream on the Pharah. We saw it last week. We saw the dominance. We saw how fast that he built up that ultimate, and we're going to see it maybe here. Ame is 54 to his ult, but the Big Dream also following that very closely, and it's going to be interesting to see. Are the Barracudas going to be able to throw in their ultimates first, or are Lynxes going to be able to strike fast as Diamond Dog does take out Avian?
Yeah, and that's a lot of damage gone from the Barracudas very early. Although Glory is able to find Bonesaw still in the Havoc, and Big Dream is not giving up, looking for a pick for themselves as well. Mango goes down to Glory. She's not going to be happy about that one. And the Big Dream and Glory are just popping off, tearing through the Lynxes, and now pushing this bot back over through this big hallway.
It's amazing to see Ball Pharah working so well in this game mode here, especially with such tight quarters. You know, you would think maybe the Junkrat and the Bastion with this brawly competition on the side of Lynxes would just work better. And unfortunately, with the Barracudas, they're just throwing in really a lot of damage as the barrage comes in and gets Bonesaw. Wow.
Yeah, Ame able to get the trade. Luckily, though, Bonesaw is going to get taken down very early. Diamond Dog just going to be swinging that hammer. Going to stop with Gambler that res. Stop with Ame that res from Gambler. And now just continue to push forward into the line of the Barracudas as Ame just continues to find frags. Mines go out from Glory a little bit ago, just trying to zone off that objective, but it's not going to be enough. The Barracudas not finding the setups that they need here on these aggressive pushes.
Yeah, and Barracudas, they had a lot of stall there, and they're going to be able to recontest this point. Even though it is in Lynx's control, we may see Barracuda's going to come back real hard here now that they have the time to recontest, as Glory does take out Diamond Dog. Wow, and then Big Dream is looking to take out if he can get rid of Pando, but he just can't do it yet. Oh no, but he does get Bonesaw.
Yeah, finding the Bonesaw through the shots at that Lucio, going to be very hard to hit the Frog. But here we go as Pharah now has their Justice, going to be looking to jump onto the back line of the Lynxes here and just get a lot of picks. We see the Big Dream charge this ult so fast, but Ame is going to have something to say about that Gambler, hoping for the res. We see Glory get the body block just to secure it, and that's going to be the Big Dream back. There goes Justice very fast. This time the other DPS going to trade out as Bonesaw finds the Big Dream after Ame gets taken out real quick. And the Lynxes now have one ult to their name, and that's going to be the Artillery Strike popping right now. Going to go right onto the heads of the own team there just to kind of make some spaces. Pando and Mango each find a pick, and this allows the Lynxes to push back towards the Barracuda's high ground.
Yeah, Josh, and Lynxes used a lot of ultimates there. They did use Shatter, they used High Noon, they used that Artillery Strike. All they have right now is Coalescence, but on the side of Barracudas, they have Mines and they're going to have Nano for this Engage here. And I'm thinking we're going to see probably a Nano Ball for Engage.
Nano Ball or Nano Pharah again, as we saw earlier. Big Dream going to be looking to get that, but Avian gonna get a frag as well as not. Doomfist finds Mango, and the Barracuda is looking to turn things, but Diamond Dog has something to say about it.
Wow. I mean, you don't mess with this Reinhardt. Diamond Dog, she is absolutely insane with the Fire Strike and the pins and just everything about Reinhardt and Diamond Dog. Her playstyle is absolutely aggressive and amazing with how the Lynxes need to play against the Barracudas here.
We are going to, they have been doing a very, very great job as we see another pick go on to Avian, though the Big Dreams going to get the frag. Nano going to come up for the Barracudas, and the Big Dream's going to find another one here in this choke point. Ame, though, turning things around yet again, and this really is coming down to these two DPS just fragging back and forth. It's Ame, and it's the Big Dream.
It really is. These DPS, Ame and Big Dream, they're just going back and forth to seeing who can get more picks and whose team can stabilize better for the recontest. Yeah, you know, Lynxes are a little bit ahead of Barracudas, but it's definitely not by a lot. It's by maybe 5-ish meters, and both teams have a lot in their favor to bring this fight coming, especially with Barrage, Valk, and Nano on the side of Barracudas.
We still have plenty of time left on the clock as well at 4 minutes and 40 seconds left, but this is where the Barracudas like to be in the late game. They love these close matches. It's not going to be close for long, though, as the Big Dream finds 3 with Avian finding a 4th now, looking to take out Diamond Dog, finish the team kill. Not going to be having an easy time of it, though.
And that's a big stagger.
Absolutely a massive stagger now as the Barracudas are able to push up under the Lynx's high ground and take a bit more space. Blade on the ready. Unfortunately not going to have Nano for this push. Not Doomfist used it in the last fight. But we're going to see that Valk come up as well for Gambler.
Yeah. Oh, a Diamond Dog with the Shatter on Avian. That's going to give him a lot of ability, but Ame does take out Big Dream. Are they going to kite this back, or are they going to try to Blade with damage boost for this?
Oh, it's going to be a tough one to kite back as that Ana is now taken out. Gambler did get the res onto the Big Dream. Avian able to swing some sort of value out of this with that ultimate, though the Bonesaw is able to take out Big Dream and
himself?
Suicide? I don't know how that quite happened there, but Diamond Dog's able to find Gambler right afterwards, and the Lynxes, it seems, have won this fight unless Glory's able to make something happen here. 3 minutes left on the clock. There's plenty of time for the Barracudas to come back in this. The Lynxes, though, just going to be pushing back towards the Barracuda spawn.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, we see Glory die late in that fight, but he contested so much there. The Barracudas are going to be able to take this fight right before this archway exit is, and that could be really big for Barracudas. But Lynxes, they do have both Artillery Strike and Barrier, so anything Barracudas wants to throw at them is going to be shut down by that beat by Pando.
And here we see this Artillery Strike coming out, but it's going to get shut down by the Big Dream with the stickies on the Echo. Going to switch over to that other flyer, see if Clone gives you a bit more value. Now Mango going to find a couple frags for herself as well as Diamond Dog. And that is going to be a lot of damage coming out. Glory, though, trying to swing something around in the opposite favor of Barracuda, signing Ame as well. Glory popping off themselves. Gambler getting the res on the Avian. This could swing things back in favor of the Barracudas here as they are fighting under the bridge. And we're just seeing Shatter come up for Diamond Dog here. Not going to be able to use it in the fight, though, as Avian's able to get the frag, and Barracudas are able to win control of the point.
Yeah, and Pando did get out of that fight, so he'll be able to regroup with the rest of the Lynxes and push back in, just as the Barracudas did. They'll be able to get right before the exit of this archway here. And Barracudas, they're having some ults come online here, but Lynx, they're getting close to that coalescence. They already have beat. It's going to be shut down pretty fast. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here as Ame does get taken out by the Big Dream, though. It's going to be very big pick. Bonesaw does take out Avian in the process.
Ooh, and this Bastion pick is able to get some of these frags early, but Big Dream just continuously is able to find these frags onto Bonesaw. Bonesaw now switching over to the Soldier 76, hoping to take out that flyer with a bit more ease and more mobility. Now, that Mercy pocket is just going to be really tough to deal with. Here comes the clone onto the Reinhardt, slamming into the Lucio. Going to try and get a ton of damage out. Not going to be enough, though, for the pick, and that ultimate's not going to get the value the Big Dream wanted there and going to have to get out as the Barracudas are now losing this point.
Yeah, exactly, Josh. And you know, we're a minute and 13 left here. Not Doomfist and Big Dream are getting some kills, but if they can get Diamond Dog, they are going to be very far forward to push this push bot here, and they could maybe take over. That was such a good focus beam. Pando does take out Big Dream, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think that it's going to get the res off. They'll be okay, and they do have Blade coming into this fight against really just Coalescence for the side of Lynxes, and they are 2 meters away and 46 seconds away from getting the lead on the Lynxes.
Yeah, the Barracudas are really going to try and open this up with the Blade here. The Big Dream able to find Pando early, but Bonesaw responds with some nice shots. Gambler getting taken down by Mango as well, and the Lynxes looking to push forward with this Coalescence. Now it's going to be put to sleep as Diamond Dog actually going to be at low HP.
Glory!
Directly in Glory!
Oh my gosh, doesn't matter what tank you put him on, he's going to get massive value. Doesn't matter. And there it is. Barracudas does take the lead with 15 seconds left against the Lynxes, and Lynxes only have Visor to their name. Barracudas don't have anything.
And Barracuda's finding so much value with the Echo Genji ball comp here for the attack, getting so much mobility and a lot of damage very, very quickly off onto these targets. And they just are very, very good at picking targets here. We're going to see a dive onto Mango. It's going to be stopped by Diamond Dog, though, who's able to get back in time. Stop that as Avian gets taken down as well. Glory looking to make something happen again as we are now in overtime. And the Lynxes are just slightly behind the Barracudas here with 4 meters. The Lynxes, though, have possession of the point. Glory going back, getting set up with their team before making one last push to stop this and hopefully take it for the Barracudas. The Lynx, though, looks like they might be able to push here. It's getting really, really close. It's right down to the wire.
It is, yeah. And, you know, we saw great discipline from Glory here with those mines. He can make a major play with these mines here, but they just have to stop in overtime. This is where Barracuda shine here, so it is entirely possible that they do win. Big Dream does take out Bonesaw. Diamond Dog getting Avian with the Shatter, though. And it is really close. 4-4 right now. And who knows who's going to take this fight. Diamond Dog and not Doofus. 3-3. Big Dream. Ooh. It's so close down to the wire with this last 3.5 meters. And Glory punching Ame to death there. All that's left is Diamond Dog on point. Half HP. Doesn't know what to do. Goes off a point. And Barracudas
winning in overtime.
Wow.
Yet again, the Barracudas in the last second of the game able to come out on top. We have seen it time and time again. And as the Lynxes, you really hate to see that play of the game. Going to be on the Big Dream, though, with the Farah.
This was well-deserved. Phenomenal play from Big Dream here. I mean, it just... You see the Farah. You see the Farah, and what are you going to do? Right? If it's Big Dream on the Farah, what are you going to do?
You're going to wait for the Justice and hope Ame's there to hit the shots when it comes out, because that seems to be the only way they are able to put a stop to it earlier on here. The Lynxes, though, looking very, very strong, but the Barracudas slightly stronger in the end. Glory on the ball, just having so much mobility, able to get around the map, snap to so many different targets, and just get so much value out of that tank. Diamond Dog, amazing on the Reinhardt, but once the team goes down, just not able to get that same value.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things I'm going to have to say about Glory that game. Big Dream, yes, getting the picks, but Glory. He definitely could have used the mines there and tried to stall a little bit longer, but he kept it. And I think that really, really helped Barracudas to win that final fight, because if we look back, Lynx has had 3 or 4 ults that last fight. But we then built up ult with, I believe it was... I believe Big Dream built duplicate there with the Reinhardt. And so we have the double Rein, and then we have Glory with those mines, just placing it on point, really staggering out the Lynxes. And I think that really helped there, that major discipline on the ultimate, and that's what won the Barracudas that final 3-meter fight.
I completely agree, and that is going to be map number 1. Going to the Barracudas here, and the rematch from the grand finals. It could go to game 3 if the Lynxes are able to pull out a win right here. Otherwise, the Barracudas are looking to continue their undefeated run in round number 2 group stage.
Yeah, and you know, Barracudas, they don't like to lose.
No.
They definitely don't like to lose. We've seen that before, and they don't want the Lynxes to be known as the team who upset the Barracudas. And I don't want them to be known as that team either. You know, I'm rooting for the Barracudas here. So seeing that win on map 1, I'm looking forward to see what can happen. Don't get me wrong. Lynxes, very strong, very easily could have won that. A few little minor mistakes that they could have fixed there, and Barracudas would have been history.
Yeah, I mean, the Barracudas just are able to get that little bit more value than these other teams, as we have seen in the past. But the Lynxes are going to look to reset that momentum, as they have done previously as well. And we are going to continue to see that momentum build as we head into map number 2.
On the Route 66. All right.
Yeah, Route 66 going to be the escort payload. This is probably my favorite game mode. What's your favorite game mode?
My favorite game mode. That's a toughie. 2CP. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, jeez.
I've always been a fan of hybrid, mostly because of Kingsrow. You can't go wrong with Kingsrow.
Everybody loves KR.
Exactly. It's Scrimsrow, you know?
Scrimsrow.
I do like myself some Escort, preferably Rialto if I have to pick anything. But Route 66, definitely fun, definitely a lot of high ground opportunities here. And I'm thinking that's going to be really in the favor of Lynx's here.
I agree, actually. The Lynxes are actually now going to be red on your screen. They did switch sides. The Barracudas now going to be blue. We're seeing Glory switch over to the Sigma, and as you were talking about using those high grounds, we're seeing Diamond Dog hop onto the Winston, going to be looking to jump in and out from these high grounds, jump on a gas station, take some space, jump back out while the team strikes. Bonesaw able to find Avian early. That could open things up for the Lynxes as they are making this first push onto the gas station.
Yep, and that's a major pick for Bonesaw to get out there. Even though the Barracudas, they are going to be able to get relatively fast. That's going to be a good pick for Diamond Dog to just push in and really cause some commotion. As Pando does get rid of the Big Dream, though, but Diamond Dog is putting a lot of pressure on this high ground, really holding that for the side of the Lynxes.
Yeah, they are able to get so much value here with only one person on that payload. They're already almost at first checkpoint. Diamond Dog with the snipe with that new right click onto Avian here in Overwatch 2. Mango able to take out Glory as well, and there's Pando finding not Doomfist. That's going to be Lynx's finding first objective. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. That Winston just going to be getting so much value as they're going in again already onto Bonesaw.
Diamond Dog has no fear. Absolutely no fear.
Oh, this Zen.
Oh, this poor Zenyatta.
This poor Zenyatta. Oh,
Big
no.
Dream does get Mango, but is it going to matter? No, it's not. It's the Barracudas. They just need to fully regroup here and reset. They have to get rid of this high ground because the Diamond Dog, she's not going to give it up for free. That's not what she's going to do. She's going to keep that high ground, and Bonesaw is going to help her do it.
Yeah, and we're going to see Glory now waiting for the team to come back from the spawn as they look to contest here on the second corner of second checkpoint. The Lynx is just getting so much value out of these pushes and staggers that they're already halfway to the second checkpoint and halfway through the map.
Yeah, exactly, Josh. And, you know, the nano goes on to Diamond Dog to keep her alive. Avian does get Bonesaw, but it's a little stagnant right now. Diamond Dog has no fear.
Still in it. Still in the fray. Not leaving. Still just taking so much damage from the Big Dream here. Does not care. Decides to fly back. Eventually cares. But just staying alive. And that just goes to show how good these supports are as Pando pops that Transcendence to try and keep the team alive. Glory able to find Bonesaw through it, but Diamond Dog able to trade out the Genji for Avian. Big Dream taking out Pando, though, right after that Transcendence ends, and this could be good for the Barracudas as the Lynxes are starting to give a little bit, and Diamond Dog's no more support left, going to have to dip back and wait for the rest of the team. Bonesaw going to have to do the exact same, but gets taken out by the Big Dream, getting a little bit too greedy for some damage and ult charge.
And this is exactly what the Lynxes need right now.
Also didn't even need the ult charge, those. They actually already had the blade.
Yeah.
And that's going to be very useful for the next fight. We're seeing Mango also come up on that nano very, very fast, but could get picked very early here as we see their health dip very, very quickly. Glory going to find Diamond Dog, and that's going to reset this fight for at least another 30 seconds.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Lynxes need. Now they've built up Bob, they've built up Blade, they're going to have Nano for this fight. This is exactly what the Lynxes need so that they can take this fight against the Barracudas. All right, this is exactly what they need for this fight.
Yeah, we're seeing Transcendence, though, on Gambler, and that is going to be the key, getting that off on the right time to prevent this Nano Blade that's going to come out here shortly, unless Diamond Dog decides to get that Nano here on the jump in. And the health is getting very, very low here, and both of these teams just waiting to use the ultimates at the right time. Avian gets taken down by Diamond Dog, and that is going to give them a lot more space that they just are getting for free here. As the Big Dream able to find Diamond Dog, but it's not going to be enough as the Lynxes are just continuing to take space and have control of this close high ground.
Yeah, and we just see Ame using Bob here. Not going to get any value, though. Barracuda's 5 ultimates and Transcendence does come out. It's looking not too good on the side of Lynxes as they use the rest of their ultimates here. They do have Primal coming up, but now it's an ult parade. It's going to be who can get the most value, and it's looking like Barracudas right now.
Yeah, here we see Avian get Mango fly right into Ame, getting the second Glory following up, and that is going to be a team kill going to the Barracudas. Like we said earlier, Gambler with that Transcendence going to really deny all the ultimates from the Lynxes early on in the fight and win that for the Barracudas, followed up by Avian's Blade, just amazing target focus to just finish things out.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed there, but Avian getting out with 3 HP after that blade, just getting out by the skin of his little teeth there. Both sides having one ultimate, 2 ultimates their name on the side of Lynx's. And we're going to see what they can do with this one. If they are going to pop Trans and help Diamond Dog get further into the backlines, or if she's even going to need it.
Yeah, we're seeing Bonesaw actually take out Glory very early. The Rampage is going to come out from Diamond Dog, though. And Bonesaw and Ame able to find both the DPS counter to them. And the Lynxes are looking strong as they secure checkpoint number 2. Diamond Dog going to get taken out right at the end. Not going to matter that much. 2 minutes get added to that clock. And now this is going to put Lynxes in a much better position to take this 3rd checkpoint. Though the Barracudas do have a very good chance at stopping them if they're able to use their ultimates right and deny the support value that the Lynxes are getting.
Yeah, and you know, we just saw Ame. He was causing some commotion. It did build up that pulse bomb. If he can do this correctly, he could really force out the Trans on the side of Barracudas when they build that.
Oh, he's going to get it
not.
onto the Ana.
He does get not Doomfist, though.
Looking for the second one on again.
Yes!
We're going to find it.
Ame.
Ame opening this up for the Lynxes as they continue to push. Avian going to do something about it finally, but is it going to be enough as this cart just continues to move? Pando sitting on top of it. Bonesaw taking out Glory's mech, and now we're seeing Diamond Dog also on the Diva going to be looking to dive over on that right side target as Pando just continues to move this payload. Genji jumping into the middle now. And this is going to be big for the Lynxes, but the Barracudas are finally responding.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Barracudas need to do then. And now, look at the ults of each team here. Lynxes, yeah, they're going to have Blade. Yeah, they're going to have... Okay, well, they're going to have Blade for this next fight. They're going to have Nano, they're going to have Trans. But Barracudas building up all of their ults, and Diva Bomb will be there by the end of this next fight here. And it's going to be interesting. Are you going to get a lot of value with that Nano Blade, or are you going to try to bait out Trans and work with something else? Or are you going to build up Pulse Bomb on the side of Lynxes? What are you going to do in this fight?
Yeah, we saw that Pulse Bomb be very, very good to get them to this point with 1 minute left on the clock. Big Dream, though, going to take out Pando. That takes Transcendence out of the fight. Bonesaw is going to respond by pulling out the Blade, going to take out the Big Dream. Avian going to find Mango as well. Both these blades flying out. Diamond Dog going to get demeched and immediately taken out. But Ame is going to find not Doomfest. It's not going to be enough, though, as the Barracudas are able to wipe the Lynxes.
Yeah, and there were a few ults going around there, so let's quickly talk about how Lynxes, they do have both support ultimates for what will be the last fight at 25 seconds. Both support ults on the side of Lynxes. Barracudas, they have Overclock, and they're going to have Bomb. So they're going to need to bait out or kite out for this Overclock and definitely be really useful on this Nano here. Probably looking at an Ame Nano here. And we're going to see, can he get any value on the Nano?
Yeah, going to have to take out Pando very early to deny that Transcendence to get any value out of this Overclock. Bomb going to go out not Bomb, Nade going to get taken out from Mango as Glory's going to just continue to push onto this Ana. If Mango goes down here, this is going to be very, very bad for the Lynxes. We're going to see Big Dream take out Bonesaw with that Overclock. Overclock could swing things for the Barracudas here, but Mango able to stay alive as Diamond Dog was getting so much peel value. Here comes the bomb from the Lynxes, not going to get anybody, but creates a little bit of space. Not Doomfist going to take out Ame. That's a lot of DPS gone. But we see Mango still keeping Diamond Dog alive here on the point before getting finally taken out by Not Doomfist. Avian looking to finish things off, and the Barracudas finally in overtime stop things just a little bit short of the final point. Oh my gosh, what an extremely, extremely hype end there. That was so fantastic. Diamond Dog just staying alive with so much help from Mango on that Ana. Just the positioning, the peel was amazing. But unfortunately not enough to secure that 3rd checkpoint, though they were able to get down to that overtime.
Yeah. And I'm going to quickly, I'm a support player. Let's just get that clear. And I just want to say this really quickly. The supports in both teams here, Lynxes and Barracudas, are just phenomenal. I mean, we did just see how long Mango kept Diamond Dog alive there. Yes, they both died in that fight. But, I mean, Mango, she was insane. She kept Diamond Dog up for so long at that final point there. And it did give did give the Lynxes a good push. Barracudas can come back though. This could be it for the Lynxes if the Barracudas can push all the way to the end here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, though, as we saw how effective Diamond Dog is at taking and maintaining these high grounds. We're going to see the Winston, though, come out for Glory, going to try and mimic some of that success that we saw earlier for the Lynxes now on the Barracuda side as they prep for their attack. And the Lynxes get set up over on the gas station, hoping that they do not get the same speed push into them that they were able to do on the Barracudas. We're seeing Diamond Dog on the Winston as things kick off right here.
Yep, and you know, we saw Diamond Dog take a lot of high ground control on the attack on Lynxes, and now she's going to try to avoid the high ground control on the side of Barracudas and keep Glory at bay as he takes a little nap on the side of the road. Don't do that, very bad idea.
Yeah, Payload going to be swinging around the first corner. That's where the Lynxes want it, though, as they try to get this first collapse. Anti, though, going to go on to Diamond Dog as Glory is contesting this high ground. Not going to get the pick, though, but Pando follows to the big dream. He's going to get a nice railgun shot with that right click. Ame finding the trade. Bonesog looking very low as Avian able to get the dash through. Ame finding that headshot in the end. Glory, though, jumping on to Ame, trying to get this DPS out of here as they are getting too much value in Glory's eyes. Going to get a lot of damage, but not going to be... There it is, finally, with a bit of help from Gambler. And now the Barracudas are looking to have to back off as Pando and Diamond Dog swing back into the fight.
Yeah, and I mean, look at how much value Mango is doing versus not Doomfist on their Honest. I mean, these anti-nades are phenomenal on the side of Barracudas, but Mango is just keeping everyone alive. And that's going to give you so much more ult charge. So we're going to have Nano on the side of Lynxes coming in, and Barracudas are still going to be 30% behind that.
We are seeing the Ame have the Ame. We are seeing Ame with 75% ult charge with Diamond Dog coming up as well. Bonesaw and Ame able to find a pick. That's going to deny the Barracuda's push for the short term as they're going to have to back off a little bit. We can get reset up as Glory comes back from spawn. Going to have to retake that high ground now as Diamond Dog a little bit at half HP, not getting the support yet. That's a little bit of a delay there.
Yeah, and you know, I'm just gonna quickly say this. You know, Bonesaw, they're on Bastion here, and that normally is a very cheesy move, but in Overwatch 2 Bastion, such a insane hero to put pressure on, just like a soldier, if you will. But instead of the Helix rockets, you have a little grenade to chuck at the enemy team, and we've seen Bonesaw just completely annihilate with that ability.
Not Doomfist gonna give the overclock, gonna give the Nano out. Overclock gonna come from the big dream, able to find Mango. Glory finding the Bob. Ame able to find Avian. Not gonna get too much more though as Pando and Glory are able to find. Glory's able to find Ame. Pando takes out Not Doomfist. The big dream finds Bonesaw. And Gambler's going to get taken out by Diamond Dog here, although getting a lot of damage with that boot kick as well. The big dream and Avian able to find Diamond Dog and Pando as well. Barracuda is looking to take the first checkpoint here as all that's left is Mango right around the corner trying to get a little bit of charge before having to leave, as well as Ame on the Tracer jumping in. Avian deciding to use the blade to clear this Tracer off the point, going to get the pick, not going to find much more value though than that. They are going to secure the first checkpoint as they head in. Bonesaw though going to find a very early pick right as those doors are opening.
Yeah, and that blade may have been a really risky move on the side of Avian, because now you don't have anything going into this long choke of a road, and you're going up against a Sojourn and a Bastion. And you need something to go up against that. And, you know, there's no Transcendence on the side of Lynxes. If you kept your blade here, you could put a major push on that high ground as Glory comes in with you. Bonesaw does take out Gambler, though, with the artillery strike, and it's always fun to see those.
Yeah, that new artillery strike going to be a very, very interesting ultimate. I cannot wait to see how its uses progress as the game continues to evolve over time here in Overwatch 2. Bonesaw, though, going to find the big dream again. And Diamond Dog going to jump up into the choke here and just keep the Barracudas off of this high ground. We're going to see Glory running that Diva now, almost at the Diva Bomb. Not Doomfist ready with that Nano as well. And just a couple more ults coming ready here for the Barracudas as they are at 60% on that overclock. Diamond Dog going to jump in and get slept on that high ground, safe for the time, but Mango's going to get taken out, not going to have the peel that they need. Glory going to be able to get that finish there. Diamond Dog jumping back to the team, just keep the healers and this Bastion alive as best as they can. While Mango comes back, Glory able to find Bonesaw, and Glory's just going to be getting so much value against the Lynxes here. Transcendence going to have to come out, and that is going to be a big ult taken away from the Lynxes.
Yeah, and we do see that Bonesaw going on to Sombra now with that, you know, keeping a third of your ult charge is going to be really good because now you're going to have EMP probably close to having it by the end of this next fight here, which could be really good for the Lynxes to really shut down the Barracudas as Bonesaw does hack Glory and force them out of mech. Big Dream does take out Diamond Dog in the process, though. Bonesaw does take it back, killing Avian in the process, but is it going to be enough? Glory does take out Pando in the process.
Glory and Bonesaw doing so much here as Bonesaw is able to take out Glory's mech. Ame finding the Big Dream, and the Lynxes are finally turning this fight around. Bonesaw getting that pick onto Glory. Glory was able to stay alive for so long using that ultimate to reset Diva Mech. But unfortunately for them, the Lynx was just going to be able to deny it. Now this poor gambler going to be taken out by the big monkey jumping on his head. And Ame going to be looking to take out the other support, and that's big picks onto the Barracudas from the Lynxes. But the Barracudas are stacking up these ultimates, getting ready for the next fight.
Yes, they are. And the only support ult you have on the side of Lynxes is Nano. You do have EMP, so you can maybe shut down this fight early and build your Transcendence so you're ready. But Overclock does come out on the side of Big Dream, but it doesn't matter. Bonesaw just annihilating the competition. Avian coming out, though, with the blade on Ame.
Ooh, going to find it onto Mango as well. That's both. That's one support and a DPS taken out, but Pando finding Avian in the end. Now Glory trying to finish off that kill, going to do it successfully. Now jumping back over to the point, gets hacked by the Sombra, but has to clear Diamond Dog away from their team and continue to move this point forward as we are now in overtime, and it is getting down to it. The Lynx is in the lead so far, but the Barracudas have time to get this checkpoint. The Lynxes just need to explode and get one more fight as they come into Transcendence territory at 99% on that ult for the Zenyatta. Diamond Dog going to get anti-discorded and every other debuff in the middle of that payload. Not Doomfist going to find the pick. Bonesaw able to take the mech off, though, and get the pick on to Gambler. Gambler going to fall. Big Dream finds both supports, though, for the Lynxes and secures the payload with Avian for the Barracudas.
And, you know, that was really close for Lynxes there. That's exactly what they needed. They needed to use that Transcendence. They needed to halt the Barracudas. They did a really good job there. And then it looks like that Bonesaw sort of just left the point trying to kill its Gambler. That is okay, though, because now on the side of Barracudas, you're looking at a bomb, you're looking at a pulse, and that is about it. Lynxes do Swedish Diamond Dog moving to the Reinhardt. That is what we want to see, and they do have EMP coming online as well. We see very brawly competitions coming back for Lynxes, which is what they're comfortable on. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how exactly Lynxes are going to stop this.
Big anti-nade going on to multiple targets there for the Barracudas. Anna's going to get a lot of value on a Mango, but not Pando and Bonesaw are going to be able to reverse that. Pando gets taken out in the end by the bomb, and Ame going to shoot Gambler and the Big Dream. Ame popping off tonight, shutting down the Big Dream multiple times in tonight's match, and continuing to do it here in map number 2. Ame on that Cassidy just going to get so much value. Diamond Dog hopping back over to the Reinhardt now. And as we are in the final checkpoint, Gambler able to take out Bonesaw. That's going to open things up for the Barracudas. Diamond Dog turning things around onto Avian. That's one DPS gone from each team. But there is one more ult to the Barracudas, as well as that Transcendence coming up very, very shortly. We're going to see Overclock get activated for the Big Dream. They're going to take out Mango. Going to look for a second, but get hacked as Diamond Dog just keeps swinging. Glory able to find the pick. Hack goes back out onto Glory as all of the Lynx is just trying to shoot at this target right now. But so much heals are going out. Overtime yet again, and it is down to it. Ame going to get taken out. Glory on the point with Avian trying to take out the Sombra.
this could be it for the side of the Lynxes. They are 2 meters away from a defeat for the Barracudas to win it back. Big ante on the side of Barracudas. Bomb comes out. This could be massive. It does. Oh, Diamond
Takes
Dog
out the
does die.
field.
Widow?
Widow with Ame finding 2 insane headshots onto the Big Dream and onto Gambler. Now gonna D-Mech. Oh, take out AV and D-Mac Glory as well, and it's all up to Glory here on the point as Baby Diva still contested. Somebody's still alive. It's going to be not Doomfist, but that's going to do it as the Lynx take map number 2.
Wow. 0.09 meters away, Josh. That was incredible. You know, before we started this production, I said I wanted to see Widow today, and Ame coming in clutch.
Ame showing you Widow today.
Exactly, and you know, not just on that Widow, but his Cassidy tonight
as you
was
can see
phenomenal.
right here.
I mean, this Ame, you just who is he?
Beams, beaming,
absolute madman on the Cassidy, on hit scan in general, and the Lynxes tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 as we are getting ready for map number 3. But what an insane series so far. These are your grand finals contenders from last round. Here they are again in the group stage.
Yep.
Barracudas fighting tooth and nail to stay undefeated. But the Lynxes saying not yet. You are going to have to take us to map number 3. You're going to have to win in the end. The Lynxes were able to beat them in game number 5 of the grand finals. They want to make it that hard yet again for the Barracudas to remain undefeated as we head into playoffs next week.
Yeah, and you know, these two teams, neck and neck. Like you mentioned, they're tooth and nail right now. 0.09 meters, we just saw that on Route 66. And then we go back to Coliseum, 3 meters away from the victory for Lynxes there. This is so neck and neck. It's overtime every single time, and it just comes down to who can get that winning kill. And in this case, it's Ame. Ame did a phenomenal last round. I mean, it was just incredible to see him pop off. I mean, who comes out of spawn on Route 66 on Widowmaker and kills 2 people?
I mean, it's insane. Double headshot
exactly.
to turn the fight. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I think maybe with Cassidy, but not with Widow.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and we love to see that, right? We love to see these players come out and shine. You see them come out on some hero that you don't expect to see, that doesn't work in that scenario, and they make it work. They make sure, yeah, okay, you're 10 meters in front of me out of my spawn. I am going to Widow headshot 2 of you, and we're going to win, right? It's so exhilarating to see it.
Yeah, it absolutely is exhilarating, but I'm more exhilarated for map number 3. We are about to close things out right after we give a quick shout out to our friends over at Esports Tower. That is going to be on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at Esports Tower, and pretty much everywhere else. Yes. Just make sure to check them out at Esports Tower, as well as for more information from us here at Shenandoah Esports. You can check us out at Shenyu Esports on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as Shenandoah Esports, on YouTube and Twitch.tv.
Yeah, and you know, Esports Tower, they're a phenomenal group. They have done so much, including with this tournament here, and we get to watch it. We get to cast it. We get to be here tonight, and we get to see these 2 incredible teams make an incredible rematch to see who really is the best.
Yeah, Esports Towers put a ton of work into putting this competition together, both rounds 1 and 2, putting a painstaking amount of time into developing the best competitive level for all of these teams to make these matches both very entertaining, very engaging, and also for these players to learn so much from their peers.
Yeah, and I think that's such an amazing thing for Esports Tower to do, is to truly give that opportunity to people who can shine, who can be the next best Overwatch League player. And I'm not going to lie, Ame's looking good. Ame's looking real good. So he's my boy right now. And we got to thank Esports Tower for that, for putting so much work, so much time, and so much effort into this amazing opportunity for players.
Absolutely. I agree. Esports Tower, thank you so much. And let's get into map number 3.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to see what the final one is. Yes! Can't go wrong with this amazing map here. Parisio.
Yeah, I always...
It's an interesting
Parazio. I I should really look it up, to be
Yeah.
honest. But we are, I think, going to see another switch. We'll see here in a second once the HUD pops up from the observer view. But this has been a very, very interesting map in the past, especially for the Barracudas. We saw them, I think it was against the Lynxes? It could have been against the Scorpions, but they were able to hold very, very well. Or maybe it was the Viper. I don't know. They're really good on this map. They're able to hold down this first point and just lock it down. Only a couple ticks ever going in the opposite direction for any of the teams that come against them here. So, you know, they are just a phenomenal team, especially at holding this first point. Diamond Dog, though, going to look to change that here. But first, we see Diamond Dog actually on defense with the Lynxes in blue and the Barracudas in red. Glory going to be on that Winston. And now we see things start to get underway. Just the initial poke phases. The Barracudas start to line up over here on the right side of the map. And initial sleep comes out. Glory stops that anti-heal, decides to get the body block, using that 550 HP pool to their advantage, giving a lot of ult charge as well back over to not Doomfist, who's now at 40% and actually matched with Mango. We're going to see Glory, though, decide to go in for the first dive. With Avian right next to them. Bastion, though, going to be holding things down. That's going to be Bonesaw trying to keep these supports alive.
Yeah, and Bonesaw again on the Bastion. Pando does take out Avian. We've seen so many good plays from Pando on that Zenyatta today, just pressuring people and just really getting good value for his team. Ooh. Oh, but Glory and the big Glory too. Is he gonna manage to get the last one? Is he gonna get Diamond Dog?
Wait and go back to point.
Yeah.
I think that he's just gonna play it safe here. Give him a second. Give Diamond Dog a second to just decide to come down, and not stagger. It's safer. Just get back to the supports.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And Barracuda's probably going to take this point here and get ready to move that payload, because I don't think the Lynxes are going to try to contest this. They're going to set up on their high ground and really be aware, because we do see Ame on that Ash, so we're going to have a lot of good high ground potential to hold in those windows in that top left area.
Yeah, we are now getting past the first point as that payload is coming on to the map. Barracuda's starting to push forward. Glory going to look to make that space. Diamond Dog switching off the Sigma. Now going to be over on the D.Va, getting antied very early and low HP. Not going to get DMAC'd just yet, but the Barracudas are already pushing in and making the Lynx uncomfortable.
Yeah, and Barracudas, they are running real high on those ultimates as well. They're looking at 4 out of 5 of their ultimates. Lynxes, they are going to have 4 out of 5 as well, but they're a little bit behind. They're going to have both support ultimates on both teams. Ame does get rid of Big Dream, but he was not the one with the ultimate here. So now Barracudas get to decide if they want to wait or if they're going to push in with an ultimate or just get some free cart movement.
Yeah, they're actually going to be trying to keep Gambler alive, going drastically low health. As Diamond Dog tried to get the push off, not going to be able to do it. Glory there with the peel. Gambler now finding Ame and turning this fight over in the opposite direction for the Barracudas now as they continue their push, forcing Diamond Dog back on the high ground. We see Sombra getting into that backline, trying to charge up this EMP. They're going to be getting very, very close as Bonesaw gets picked in the back. Now Diamond Dog looking to take out somebody, not going to be able to find it though, as Avian takes out both of the supports for the Lynxes, excuse me, and Gambler finding that Mac, but is not. But yeah, Diamond Dog just going to get staggered here, and they're going to go down.
Yeah, and that was incredible to see from the side of Barracudas. Lynxes, we do see that Pando switches from the Zen to the Mercy, but that Transcendence didn't really do much. Lynxes did waste Nano there as well, and Barracudas only used 2 ultimates, and now they're about to get to this second point here. They had a major blade. They tried to force out Transcendence, and that is what they did. The artillery strike is coming from Bonesaw, looking like he's going to try and get not Doomfist. Not going to get it, but Big Dream coming in clutching game Bonesaw again.
Yeah, so much value out of the Sombra on the Big Dream, just able to get into this backline and find at least something, whether or not it's a hack to open up the route for Glory to just jump in. Avian and Glory, though, going to get taken down. Diamond Dog going to have to use the ultimate there. And Ame going to find not Doomfist as well as a nice shot on the Gambler as they fly with the shotgun around the corner. Get back, though, into space. Barracuda's coming back from spawn.
Yeah, Ame just coming in clutch again. How many times is he going to do it this series? That's a great question. So I think that's what, counter number 5 now, as he's looking to get Avian. Can he do it? Maybe. Oh, wait, point? Point?
Oh,
Wait!
Oh, Barracudas
Lynxes?
just got it. The Lynxes were not paying enough attention. The Barracudas actually were able to get the C9 off onto point. Just one person over there. Now Ame is going to get dove as well as Pando, and the Barracudas are going to continue to take space and move forward through the Lynx's line into that last objective territory.
Oh, that is terrible to see on the side of the Lynxes. Barracudas got a free 5-meter push on that cart, and now they get advanced movement because Lynxes died staggered and they couldn't get back behind. Diamond Dog does get the big dream in the process, but the cart is getting free movement here as they approach this little bridge, which is where it's going to be a big deal for Lynxes to come up and hit some shots.
And Diamond Dog going to have to put a lot of focus on stopping the big dream using that infinite ammo to spy check. Glory, though, going to be diving in, taking a ton of damage before getting back to the payload. And again, these supports not able to find him just in time, but they've been doing such a phenomenal job so far tonight. Ame going to fight 3, 2 with the Bob, 1 on the Gambler with the regular gun. And that is going to stop this push from the Barracudas. They're going to have to get reset now. Gambler coming back from spawn. Not Doomfist going to have that nano ready, as well as Mango and Pando for the Lynxes, both having their support ults. Big Dream going to look to shut those down with EMP as soon as this fight starts.
Yeah, and now that they don't have Transcendence on the side of Lynxes, all you have is that Valkyrie to use and really try to help your team in scenarios such as Nanoblade, and it's not going to be as effective. You're going to be able to play your corners a lot better, as Gambler does get rid of Mango, and Big Dream does get rid of Bonesaw, but Bonesaw into the artillery does get rid of the Big Dream, does get the res off, though Avian does not care and kills Ame, and continues to kill Bonesaw. Oh my gosh.
Glory able to find Diamond Dog's Mac as well. Avian jumping in to clear the baby. And now this payload is just moving ever closer. 1 minute and 30 seconds almost left on this clock as the Barracudas are rounding the final corner towards checkpoint number 3.
Yeah, this game really close to the side of Lynx. Is a minute 30 for Barracudas to just finish Paraseo. That's what the name of the map is. And we're going to see, is the Lynxes, are they going to be able to take this back? EMP is out on the side of Barracudas, but Barracudas are up by 1 right now.
Ame gonna have to switch off that Ash onto Soldier, get a little bit more ability here for the Lynxes as the Barracudas are pushing ever closer here. 86 meters in to this objective. Diamond Dog gonna have used their bomb. Hack gonna come out. That's gonna deny any value. Oh, Glory gonna actually get the remac onto Diamond Dog before finding the pick onto the Baby Diva there as Bonesaw tries to move around the corner to help Mango out here on the high ground, but the Barracudas are just gonna push into the objective and secure it with 48 seconds left on the clock.
Wow. And we saw this last week, right? We saw that they finished point, and then it was a full hold on the first little ticks of checkpoint there. And now the Lynxes, they have something to really live up to here. Are they going to be able to finish this map? They do have the opportunity now. If they even finish in overtime, they will have that minute to take the point. That is good on the side of Lynxes. However, they have to finish. And we've seen this multiple times. This is not an easy map to finish. It's very easy for the side of the defense to take these high ground, take these different off angles, and really take advantage. If we see Big Dream on that Sojourn again, I'm thinking that's going to be a major problem, especially on point 3 if the Lynxes can get there.
Yeah, that railgun just so much damage, especially if you're a support or an Ana just sitting there trying to heal your teammates.
Yeah.
So, Sojourn, just an insane new pick here in Overwatch 2. And this map has been actually one of the most interesting ones. This first area here, the kind of bowl that gets set up on checkpoint 1 is very, very unique to me. Sigma has his nice little corner there. We see Glory over there already in the little cubby hole. And that is just such a powerful position. And I think it's one of the most unique ones in Overwatch where you could just have Sigma chilling there and then you just have the rest of the team somewhere else. And he's just fine. He doesn't have to move. He can just stand put. He can hit like everyone on the point from the he does not have to move. His supports are just able to hit him. They are able to get so much cover. It's just such a well defended checkpoint, and Glory is so good at doing it. But Diamond Dog's gonna look to push through those defenses with the Lynxes. Pando gonna get very low HP early on though from Enhanti. And now the fight breaks out. Glory finding Diamond Dog early. That's going to be the tank trade. Bonesaw able to take out not Doomfist, and that could be big, but Mango falls to Glory as well. Bonesaw going to have to stay alive here in the back. Hope to not get staggered as Pando falls to Gambler.
Oh, can you get to that Mega Bonesaw? It's all Bonesaw's going to get staggered real hard here, probably. Yeah. That's very bad for the side of Lynxes. They're going to have to just back up and regroup. Unless, where is Ame? This map is so confusing.
Ame is going to be running away from Glory and teleporting as well, using the full kit available to Symmetra here. Glory going to have to get the reposition, and I think actually they are behind towards the Barracuda spawn, not actually with their team at all. So this is going to be very, very tough for Ame to get back into position. Going to have to be very creative with these teleporters, but Diamond Dog doesn't care and just dives in trying to take out one of these supports. Not going to be able to do enough damage. The target focus not quite there. Gambler finding Ame, the big dream, going to help out take Diamond Dog. Well, but the point is getting ticked up, so that's one tick at least going over to the Lynxes from that push. Very, very worth. Glory able to clean things up in the back here on the support line, but a lot of value from the push from Diamond Dog here as they were able to get almost 2 ticks, 2 minutes left on the clock here. Not doing the push as fast as the Barracudas were able to, but still finding some successes, and hopefully they will be able to push through this first point.
Yeah, and you know, I am getting some deja vu here with Glory killing 3 on his own on this point. So we'll see if Lynxes have a response to that or not as they approach basically only Coalescence into this fight as Barracudas approach all of their ultimates.
And here comes the lift, gonna find 3, gonna get 1 DPS, 1 support, and that's the tank as well. Coalescence gonna fly out from the Lynxes, but that rock's gonna deny any more. Coalescence coming out from Mango. Diamond Dog able to find Glory before Avian takes out Mango. This is just back and forth as Blade flies out, Overclock goes out, Transcendence I think got denied, but Avian finds...
Oh my goodness!
Well, I think it was 2 there because he was able to take out the mech, but was able to find David Baby Diva and Ame get with the bomb, able to find Avian and Gambler, potentially turning things back in the Lynx's favor as Pando flies back onto the point with the rollout and is looking to challenge this Sojourn.
Yeah, and it's so fun to see.
And that's the
these
second
Lucios.
tick.
Yeah, and they may get this last one. Doesn't low. Wait, no. Barracudas are going to contest, it looks like, and it's getting really close. 97%.
Beat comes out from the Lynxes. Here's the contest, though, as Diamond Dog flies into the support line. Ame and Bonesaw able to take out 3 with help from Diamond Dog there. Now it's all that's left is Glory on the point with Avian. Mango going to find Glory with help from Bonesaw, who's able to take out Avian as well. As Diamond Dog's just there enforcing all of this action, and they're able to take point number 1, setting up the Lynxes for some potential success.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to stop Ame? Once again, I mean, we saw him with the 2K pulse bomb, giving that intro for Pando to just fly into point, which was amazing to watch, and really just keep going. And Ame killing 2 or 3 more with Bonesaw and Diamond Dog as they just took that fight and really did a good job there to win it. And now they're pushing cart free right below this door that we are currently spectating in.
Diamond Dog is going to get demeched, though. Gambler going to find Mango as well. Not looking good for the Lynxes on this initial push around into the second checkpoint, but they already have the cart a significant distance from those first doors. Glory finding Diamond Dog after the mech. Not Doomfist, just going to be holding back here in the high ground. Some amazing positioning from the support players so far on both of these teams. Not Doomfist and Gambler unfortunately have to deal with Diamond Dog on the other team, finding them every single push.
Yeah.
But Glory doing a great job keeping them off for the time being. And now the fight breaking out again as the Lynxes start to push in towards this high ground.
Yeah, and you know, we see Gambler trying to put some pressure shots in there. Bonesaw does scare both supports back, which gives the Barracudas some time to get some kills as we see Avian getting rid of Mango and Glory getting rid of the mech on Diamond Dog here. And Ame looking for that pulse bomb.
Not going to get the value that he wanted, but he's still going to look for some frags. Gable
And
get the
there it
melee on the
is.
Doomfist, looking for a second, potentially onto Gambler here. Going to find it, looking for the third onto Avian, not going to get it. Unfortunately, we are not going to see that as the Big Dream's able to clean up the rest of the fight here. Mango trying to get away on the Moira, but is going to be now yet again in the back line. Oh, never mind. They're back towards their spawn with Diamond Dog able to get out
Glory?
of that fight.
Oh, okay. Probably resetting from mech. That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. Like, how do you fall off this map?
Coalescence going to fly out for Mango very early
Oh!
as Lynxes try to explode, but the Barracudas just said no, using the ultimates. They knew Glory wasn't back in the fight yet, but it didn't matter as the Barracudas were ready for the push.
Yeah, that overclock and that blade. Big Dream and Avian really showing up who the DPS are in this game. They know Ame, they know Bonesaw, they've been putting out work, and Diamond Dog really doing a good job here. And they were like, no, we're done. We're putting a halt to this. We're getting our high ground back, and we are going to take this fight as they approach both Bomb and Transcendence, as the Lynxes have a Bomb and a Blade.
Yeah, Bomb going to fly out from Diamond Dog, although they are going to get taken out and not going to get the value. Avian takes out Bonesaw as well, so there's no ultimates for the Lynxes to use here until Pando finds his. Ame going to be very close at 90% almost, not going to be enough as Glory gets the pick on the point. It's now in overtime, and this is not looking good for the Lynxes as they have to push here, but Gambler gets some nice shots onto Pando, not Doomfist finds Mango as well. Transcendence comes out, and that's going to do it. The Barracudas getting the win in the end.
Wow. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, earlier in the game, I said I was rooting for the Barracudas. Then Ame started playing, and that's who we got to play of the game. And, I mean, he was just incredible. It doesn't matter who you put him on. He was on Ashe. He was on Cassidy. He was on Widow. He was on Tracer. And he performed well on all of them. I'm telling you.
Did you just... Did you just see that?
Oh my gosh!
I don't know how many eliminations he just had in like that last half second.
That was
insane.
Wow! I'm telling you, Ame, next Overwatch League, right?
Ame,
I predicted it right now.
That is some nuts crosshair placement. But that is the first match going to the Barracudas, remaining undefeated here in group number 2, round number 2, group stages, heading into playoffs as the #1 seed. Yet again, the Lynxes definitely not happy about that, though they will have a chance to get back here tonight against the Scorpions, your previous third place from round 1 contenders, and I'm really excited for that match, but this one was so competitive for the rematch of the grand finals here in the group stage.
Of course.
I hope we get to see that again. Personally,
yes.
It's just so competitive when these two teams go head-to-head, and I'm sure Diamond Dog will make that happen.
Oh, of course. You know, and to be honest with you, it was a really good game, right? I mean, there's no other way to put that. It was a really good game, and Barracudas, they said, listen, you know, you guys beat us in the grand finals, but we're not going to let that stay on our record. And they showed that up today. They had some good positioning, some good crosshair placements. You know, we had some great things on the side of Barracudas tonight that really gave them that slight advantage over Lynxes. But let's just be clear. Lynxes did not perform badly tonight.
No,
they
did
definitely
not.
going to be a
Every
good
game
team.
went to overtime at some point, and there in the edge, they were not able to push onto that final objective to get the close match that they desperately wanted to at least have if it was going to be a loss, just to keep things very, very consistent.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, getting stopped there at the second point, but I really think that just comes down to how good the Barracudas are on Paraiso. We've seen them have so much success on the map in the past, and it's just very hard to take that from them, especially in the best of 3s, in the best of 5s, as we saw in the grand finals. The Lynxes, once they're able to push through that map, are able to continue to build momentum and come back and maybe even take the dub. So maybe we'll see them again in grand finals after playoffs. We'll have to check that out, though, after not only the break, but here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I really want to see Ame perform again. I'm an Ame believer, and now I'm a Lynxes fan, so let's just make that clear on the record.
Yeah, and we get to see more Lynxes here in a little bit right after these messages.
You want to rank up in Overwatch or Valorant? Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. We'll match you with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up.
Welcome back to the Esports Tower Rumble in Overwatch. We are broadcasting from the Shenandoah Esports Arena. I'm Josh Cunningham. Joining me on the desk is Ryan Blankenhorn.
Hey, everyone.
And we are going to be continuing our group stages here in round number 2 of the Esports Tower Rumble. But before that, we have a real quick message from our friends over at Esports Tower. We want to take a moment to congratulate all of the Esports Tower Club members who have graduated from the clubs and have been offered scholarships across the country. Over the last 3 months, Esports Tower Club members have received over $3.1 million in scholarship awards. These students have not only worked hard on their in-game play, but worked hard academically and have earned these scholarship opportunities. The players on this list are talented, hardworking, and driven, and we could not be more excited and proud to see all the opportunities these players are getting. That's $3.1 million in scholarships.
Wow.
So far.
Wow. I mean, we talked about Esports Tower being such a good group, like such a good organization, such hardworking people, and not only that, but they're helping kids to really hit their goals, to play games and get to college. Giving so much of that money and helping kids who may not be able to go to college, give them that opportunity.
Yeah, helping get these kids get these scholarship opportunities is just absolutely incredible for Esports Tower. And this is a great platform if you are interested in getting your shot at a scholarship opportunity for esports as well. I highly recommend Esports Tower. Make sure to check them out. They have a 2-week free trial. That's for coaching, lessons, the rumbles, all that jazz included in the trial. So go ahead and check that out over on their website at Esports Tower.
If it's free, I might go do it.
Yeah, 2 weeks free. I think it's high school age only, though. Sorry.
Oh, well, it's okay, I guess.
All right. Anyway, though, we are about to get back here into the games, and to continue things tonight, it's going to be our second match, our final match, I think, of the group stage, and that's going to be the Lynx taking on the Scorpions. The Lynx is taking on the Scorpions. We just saw the Lynxes fight the Barracudas tooth and nail to try and fight and secure that #1 seed heading into playoffs. Unfortunately, they were not able to do it. Now they want to continue their streak of dominance, though, in the competition and hit that #2 seed by winning here tonight.
Yeah, and, these Scorpions and these Lynxes, right? They're going to be just like the Barracudas and Lynx. It's going to be a very close game. I'm thinking that if the Scorpions are to win this tonight, it's going to be a major confidence boost. If they can win this, they can secure that second seed as they go into the playoffs, and that's going to be really good for them. But on the other side, getting 0-2 as you're going into playoffs as the Lynxes, though it's close, it's not going to look good, and you're going to hit that third seed. So Lynxes really need to strike back hard, show the Scorpions that they aren't a force to be reckoned with, and that they deserve this second seed.
Yeah, absolutely. The Scorpions, though, looking to continue their sort of hot streak as they were the third place finish. And it was a really, really competitive match. The Scorpions definitely elevated their gameplay against the Vipers that game. The ebb and flow was outstanding, to be completely honest. And I think that the usage of the ultimates and the abilities of the Scorpions is top-notch.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that may be what determines who wins this fight, who wins this round tonight, is how well are the Lynxes going to respond to the discipline and the ult usage of the Scorpions tonight. If they can't respond to that well, then they might just get run over, and this is going to be exactly what the Scorpions needs tonight to get that confidence boost.
And we are going to be heading back over to Colosseo to get into that action here in just a moment. But the Lynxes are going to be looking to swing very hard. We're probably going to see Diamond Dog hop on with that hammer yet again.
Of course.
With the Reinhardt. But I know that you guys are a fan of a certain DPS from the Scorpions. I know I am, and that is going to be Shirsty. They are going to be one of the players to watch tonight. Shirsty, very similar to Ame with the character choice. They are one of the hit scan DPS.
Yep.
And man, did they find headshots.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see. We have both, Ame's on the Cassidy and Shirsty on the Sojourn as we are looking to get out of the gates here. But both teams are running this Reinhardt brawl. The Junkrat, everything is mirror except for the Cassidy versus the Sojourn. And we've seen great plays from Shirsty on the Sojourn. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to get more potential on this hit scan. Is it going to be Ame nailing those headshots, or is it going to be Shirsty nailing those headshots?
And we are going to be seeing Bonesaw hopping out here for the Lynxes on the Junkrat. Last round, we saw him playing the Bastion against the Barracudas, but now he's opting for a different pick. We saw him have a lot of success in previous matches with the Junkrat, and I'm really excited to see what he's able to do against the Scorpions here. Blank as well hopping on the Junkrat. Seems the Junkrat becoming a more and more popular pick for this map in the competition.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, you know, like you said, we saw a lot of really good plays from Boneshaw on the Junkrat a while back, and I'm looking to see that again. However, Blank, 20% more than Boneshaw at the moment. Naiwo does take out Pando with that Fire Strike. Blank is going to put some pressure down, try to force him back, but Ame is going to take out Triplet. Bonesaw and Ame, the DPS, doing their work on the side of Lynxes. Blank is going to take out Diamond Dog in the process, though.
Yeah, Blank able to get that pick, but it's not going to be enough for the Scorpions as the Lynxes are just finding so much value here. Pando able to take out Blank, securing this objective, and now this is going in the Lynxes' favor.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the Lynxes want. They want to get that momentum. I thought that was the enemy team Ryan. I was so scared for Pando. But this is exactly what the Lynxes want right now, is to get this momentum going, get their ultimates going, and, you know, get the picks going. Thank you, Diamond Dog. And
the pin as well, and the hammer coming down on Naiwo, and Diamond Dog just going to keep pushing up towards the top of this bridge to secure this high ground for the Lynxes as they are coming in quick. Ooh! What a dunk shot onto Bonesaw there from Blank. Able to find Mango App getting the trade. Unfortunate for Blank, but those two fire shots with the Junkrat getting those nade launchers just perfect in the air. That was honestly nuts. Ame not going to get enough value out of that high noon there. Not going to get any value out of it. Diamond Dog going to be sitting on this shatter for the Lynxes, as well as Mango having coalescence, Pando coming up on B, Tire coming out for Bonesaw, and this is what you love to see from Bonesaw. It's just whirring up.
Blank's Tire.
Woo! A massive shatter for Diamond Dog, not going to get the pick right away. Bonesaw's there for it, though, with the mine. Now, swinging over onto Blank, going to get the Fire Strike off, looking for Mango, not going to be able to find her. Shursty, though, in the back, trying to save something for the Scorpions, get some sort of value out of this, take Bonesaw off of this high ground. It's not going to happen. Those LR-15 gets taken out, as well as Triplet. Now Ame going to get pushed back here by Naiwo, but Pando coming in for the save, and the Lynxes are looking very strong as they're at the first checkpoint and rounding the second corner.
Yeah, I mean, Lynxes, that was a very long fight, very staggered fight. The Lynxes kept Pando on that push bot, and now they're at the checkpoint. And this is a major, major lead for the Lynxes. They are counting 75 meters above the Scorpions right now. So this is really big for Lynxes, a really big push, as they still are pushing forward. Shirtsy using that overclock, but just can't find anyone. Naiwo is going to get Dime Dog in the process, though.
And Naiwo and Blank going to be popping off, getting so much damage here. Bonesaw able to find two, though, onto the DPS for the for the Lynxes. Scorpions having control of the objective, though, moving it back around after they won the team fight. They have Beat ready as well as Shatter, and they're looking to make a push as fast as the Lynxes. Beat comes out here early, and now it's gonna be up to Naiwo with the Shatter to really get the rest of this value for the team. It's gonna fly out, not gonna do it though, as Ame's ready with the high noon. And now the Lynxes are pushing back out as Ame finds a second with that new nade.
This is what I'm talking about. Ame hitting the heads, hitting the shots, and he's looking. Not going to get Shirtsy, but he is going to push them back far enough to give Lynxes that position to move back towards where the push spot was.
And actually the Scorpions are going to be dropping off of the high ground here. Bonesaw and Ame are going to get taken out. Naiwo as well from Pando. The Lynxes looking to turn this around in their favor, but actually they are winning this right now. I'm getting so confused right now. But Diamond Dog swinging back over onto the objective. Bonesaw ripping a tire out towards it. Gonna look to have some sort of setup here. on the team. Not going to be able to find it as Shirsty's ready with the shots to deny it. Blank sending out their own tire to take out Ame. Triplet responding onto Diamond Dog as well with some nice shots. Naiwo jumping down onto Bonesaw, getting the pick. Not going to fall as well. Now the Scorpions have control of this bot and are finally moving it back towards the hallway.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Scorpions need. They need to push forward. Bonesaw is going back to the Bastion, but thing is, Scorpions, they're looking at both. They are looking at Shatter and Overclock. Lynx is not looking at really anything, maybe a sound barrier, and this is exactly what Scorpions need to get this momentum started.
Naiwo trying to sneak around the back with this Shatter, going to look to slam into Ame here. Not going to be able to get it though. Swinging the hammer instead, does find the pick, but that means that that tank is not in the front line where he's supposed to be. Diamond Dog going to be there instead, swinging the hammer at the Lucio and going to get the pin onto somebody before getting stunned. LR15 able to find Bonesaw. Blank now jumping in with this mine and these nades, trying to get as much damage out as possible. Naiwo finding Pando though, and the Scorpions are somehow coming out on top. As I say that though, Shirsty gets taken out by Diamond Dog, and things could swing in any direction back in the other way. Naiwo though finding Diamond Dog and Mango, finally finishing this fight off. Ame though taking out Triplet at the end.
Yeah, and Naiwo going after Ame with a charge though. And this is what Scorpions need. They had that momentum going. Lynxes, they used beat, they used Coalescence there, and they used Shatter. Lynx is in a very good position now, especially with them having beat and them having tire. Naiwo is not going to stop swinging the hammer.
No,
just got Bonesaw.
Just walking around the corner, swinging it like, oh, there's a guy here. Let's go swinging the hammer. Okay. All right. Diamond Dog going to be in the fray, though. Going to have to charge around, try and get out. Not able to. Shirsty finds the picks, and the Scorpions continue to push. That's the support and tank down for the Lynxes, and now the Scorpions are looking very strong. Not quite contesting this high ground yet, waiting to pick this Bastion, and it's going to be really fast. Naiwo with the Fire Strike as well as a bit of help from Shirsty on the Sojourn. A lot of ults coming up for the Scorpions. The Lynxes, though, only going to be on 2 here shortly, and right now High Noon, the only one in their pocket, looking for the shots onto Blank from Ame. Not going to be able to find that last one, though. Triplet able to get the shot off and take Ame out in the end. Now this ult being sent back to spawn. The Lynx is coming back with a bit more as we head into the next team fight. High Noon going to come out really early though, able to find Shirsty. Diamond Dog able to take out Naiwo, and the Lynxes are finally swinging this towards their advantage.
Yeah, and this is Scorpions. They are getting a lot of progress. I mean, they got to the checkpoint, so they're gonna have a better spawn now, right? So they're gonna have that better spawn to contest the Lynxes before they get to where they need to go. Diamond Dog does get Blank. That's okay though. They'll be fine. They'll be able to recontest this. Scorpions is looking at 3 ultimates here, both DPS and a Coalescence. Lynx is looking at both support. Shatter and Artillery is coming out now from Bonesaw, trying to get out of the room. And oh, this could be really big. Does not get anyone though. Coalescence on the side of Scorpions.
Yeah, I really think the Artillery Strike is good at making space. I think a lot of players haven't figured out exactly when the proper time to make that space is, or how to really get these players to group without like a Zarya grab or something like that. Ame going to find so many shots here that are just landing and just trying to flick onto LR15. Not going to be able to do it. LR15 flicking around just as much.
That Mora movement.
Yeah, look at the sensitivity. That hurts my eyes. Blank gonna have this tire ready, gonna look to swing it from the outside. Already taking out Bonesaw before it's able to rip. Finds Mango as well, and Blank starting to pop off with 2 frags in this team fight. Diamond Dog going in though for the slam. Shirsty getting the pick. And that is going to actually let the Scorpions get back up onto this high ground, and this puts the Lynx in a dangerous position. 40 seconds left on the clock. We could go into overtime here very, very shortly.
Yeah, and all Lynxes have here is that High Noon. Scorpions looking at basically everything except for Pharah, as Blank does switch over to Pharah here. And now they are only 20 meters away from taking this victory at 25 seconds left against the Lynxes, and they're going to hold them hard. The Shatter comes in, and it's massive. Naiwo looking hard. Naiwo taking 2. Jersey does take out Bonesaw Ame on the kill with Naiwo, and then you have Blank covering fire over, and the Coalescence in the spawn, and they're going to take the lead.
LR15 gonna have Ame flicking at them yet again, landing those shots. So this time now the High Noon ready as well. pushing up onto this high ground with their team. And now the Lynxes are just looking to death ball here on the bridge in overtime, finding so many picks. That Pharah 1 HP, having to back off Blank, not getting the push that they need. And the Lynxes are finally turning things around in the other direction. Naiwo switching over to the ball here in the overtime, trying to get as much value as he can for his team from that amazing movement that the ball offers. Mango going to be popping Coalescence here as we push around this first corner with the Lynxes having the bot. Triplet getting ready here for this beat to come out for the Scorpions, and this is what could save them from losing this game if the Lynxes are continuing to make this push happen.
Yeah, and Ame's looking for that kill. Oh, but he just doesn't get it. But no one's on point yet. People got to touch point. Bonesaw looking for that tire. Is it going to be big? It's going to be big. I can already feel it.
And there's two. And that's two already out of the fight. Mango finding another one, and this is big for the Lynxes. It's overtime. They pushed it all the way back from their spawn just now, and they just got a team kill. That's it. That's it. They just got the team kill in one. The Lynxes said, nope, not right now. We're going to Barracudas you. And they just walked all the way back to the other spawn and won the game in overtime. So the Lynxes finally having the death ball charge they needed, and Ame yet again with another play of the game.
We shouldn't be surprised at this rate. Ame is just a madman as he too. Oh my god. Ame, chill out, my god.
Okay.
And I mean, wow, that was incredible. And now Lynxes, that was over 200 meters they pushed that push bot. And that was, they had to win at least 2 team fights there, and that's what they did with very relative ease. Scorpions had them in their spawn for a little bit there, and Lynxes said, no, we're not going to get spawn camped, all right? That's not happening today. And they took it back, and over 200 meters, they pushed that push bot for the victory. Wow.
Yeah, an absolutely insane final push coming out from the Lynxes. Bonesaw opening it all up with that tire. I knew he had one in him at some point. It just waiting for the right moment, and it's the one that got them the victory. Ame, though, for the DPS, finding so many insane shots. Just able to find everyone on the field whenever they wanted to. Like, oh, you're there? Boop, boop.
Yep.
They're playing Tile Frenzy. Like, they're not they're not playing Overwatch anymore. So.
Yeah, and you know, the best part about Ame is even when he's not fragging, which is maybe 1% of the game, he is putting major pressure. Cassidy does so much damage, and he's being able to put pressure on the Mora and the Lucio and keep them out of fight. And that is what majorly is helping the Lynxes to push forward. I mean, we saw Xerxes and the Mora on the side of Scorpions back up so many times because Ame, yeah, he didn't get the kill, right? But he put so much pressure on them that they couldn't fight. They weren't able to go back into the fight because they would have been pecked down by a ball. And that is big for the side of Lynxes.
Yeah, the Lynx is just doing a phenomenal job in the end. How do you feel about the Naiwo swap at the end over onto the ball? Do you think that that was a good choice, or do you think that if Naiwo had stuck to Rhine there, things could have gone a bit differently for the Scorpions? Thank you.
I'm thinking if Naiwo switched the ball maybe a little bit earlier, building up those mines, really getting that ultimate advantage, I think that would have been a really good idea. But the problem is, I think Naiwo just did it to stall. And if you're only going to do it to stall, you've got to make sure that stall lasts for a while so you can actually build your ultimate. I don't think Naiwo built ult there. I could be wrong, but I don't think he did. And I think that is what sort of caused the downfall. I mean, you're going to be able to build Shatter faster in that tight overtime fight, rather than just getting a couple slams on the opposing team and maybe building up mines in time. So I'm thinking earlier would have helped, but waiting longer, that was not maybe not the play for the side of Scorpions.
I 100% agree and think that that was an amazing game. Nonetheless, Naiwo doing so much work. Unfortunately, decision on the ball just not the greatest in the end. But they still are in this as we are heading into map number 2. It's a best of 3 series. And we are going to be on a... What is this? What map is this?
Is this Dorado?
Oh, it's Dorado. I was like, what is that on my screen? But we are going to be looking at the Fish Market here. And Fish Market is really my favorite. As you can see, we have the red team on the left and the blue team on the right. Red fish team. Wait, how many blue fish and red fish was that?
Yeah.
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 Why did they make that reference, man? All right, anyways, we're going to be seeing the Lynxes on the blue side, Scorpions back over on the red yet again. Triplet hopping off of the Lucio, now going to be on the Ana LR15, switching off the Moira over to the Zen instead. We're going to see Winston on both sides for that tank. Shursty going to be hopping instead of on the Ashe, like we've seen previously, going to be using that Sojourn for the attack. Ame, though, going to be using Ashe. And Bonesaw sticking to the Bastion again.
I'm telling you, Josh, this Bastion pick in Overwatch 1, it's always a troll. But in Overwatch 2, it's a good pick. I mean, it takes some aim. You got to make sure you know when you want to use that turret mode for some pressure, and that's really what Bonesaw's doing a great job at. And then the grenades are actually phenomenal.
Yeah, and now we see Diamond Dog getting set up here for their team. Actually going to have to get pressured back really, really fast. Ame as well taking a ton of damage. Support's going to have a lot of opportunity to build ult very early for the Lynxes as the Scorpions are just doing so much early damage. A lot of sight coming out of that arrow from Blank, giving the sightline to the entire team.
Oh no, Naiwo getting some crits right there from the bat. Blank and Shursty do get rid of Ashe and Mercy. Oh my gosh, Blank, chill. That was a dirty shot.
What is this movement? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
And then with the saws. Yeah, we're seeing Blank put on the schmooze as well as Triplet, lining up these shots as we are now under what I consider the real first checkpoint of Dorado, which is that arch, and now we're heading towards the actual first checkpoint of Dorado, which is this other arch. Yeah, there's a lot of arches on this map, but that first one is so key in getting to it, and you want to get into it early. If you're able to get an early push onto that first bridge, you're going to have a much better time later on in this map. It saves you so much time early on. Taking that high ground is so important. Shursty going to be laying down the shots onto the flyer, not going to be able to find Ame though. Mango charging up that nano, going to send it out immediately onto Diamond Dog, who's able to just one-shot into Triplet there. And now we're seeing Diamond Dog just jump back over onto the point as the Scorpions are getting ever closer here. 4 meters away from checkpoint number 1. The Lynx is barely holding on.
Yeah, and you know, we gave a lot of credit to Diamond Dog on that Reinhardt, and she was really good, but we've got to respect her monkey as well. This Winston play from Diamond Dog is really good at pressuring their high ground, pressuring their supports, and just pushing them back, as we just saw. And it's really impressive to see, and especially how fast she's building that primal.
Yeah, the primal is coming in so clutch. It has so much more sustain. We're seeing Naiwo come up on it as well. We're seeing Bomb as well for Blank. Gonna go fly out, hopefully get onto Bonesaw, not able to find it. Shursty using the overclock, not gonna get any real picks here. Gonna be able to take out the clone, but finds Bonesaw with the railgun anyway. Ame able to take out Triplet. And now Diamond Dog just still in the back here, just trying to wreak havoc with this ultimate.
Yeah, and that was really close on the side of the side of Lynx's. We see that Diamond Dog almost got that C9 on Scorpions, but you know, Naiwa was like, no, we're not doing that today, and just threw her right off of point.
Yeah, and now LR15 going to be pushing into Bonesaw as the Zenyatta. Naiwo taking out Diamond Dog, and this is going to give the point over to the Scorpions, finally able to take out that tank holding down the point. And now the Lynx is going to be pushed back to this next high ground here as the Scorpions get set up for the next fight. They are coming up on Nano and Overclock yet again.
Yep, and Scorpions, I mean, they're getting there. They're looking really good with their ultimates. But on the side of Lynx's, we're probably looking at Nana. We have Blade, and Ame is going to build up that dupe by the end of this next fight. So maybe we'll see a stalled out fight. Maybe give Ame that chance to build up their ultimate, or not. Triplet with the triple shot. Oh my gosh. Ame completely thrown out of the sky there, and Naiwo taking a nap on the side of the road. So
that just goes to show, though, how good Mango is at heading those sleeves, not how bad Naiwo is.
Well, yeah. Of course.
Mango just an insane support. Just hitting an insane amount of sleeps here. We see somebody snoozing basically on their cooldown, so every 12 seconds or so. So, you know, it just be nap time sometimes here in OW2, especially when Mango is out there fragging. Now, though, they're going to have Nano. They're going to throw it on to Diamond Dog. Diamond Dog going to be looking to cause some havoc on the backline. As soon as it jumps back, here it is. They get slept. Very early, gets brought back up, though, able to turn around, hoping to get this Nywell pick. Nywell getting a large boost of help from the Nano that they receive from their own Ana in the backline. The Scorpions pushing up into this high ground and slowly taking the space, but not a pick yet in their favor. Lynx is using Valkyrie, and these ultimates are almost all spent. Diamond Dog coming up on theirs. Transcendence comes out for LR15 and the Scorpions. This could be what they need to push through and get to the next side of this high ground. Shirsty looking to find Ame. Pando going to fall to Triplet. And now Shirsty able to take out Mango. That is insane as the Scorpions are barely off of checkpoint number 2. Diamond Dog flying back in, ultimate ready, going to be looking to use that sustain and starve as much time off the clock as possible. Almost 60 seconds left. The Lynxes could stop it here, but it's going to take a lot of hard work.
Yeah, and you know, like you mentioned earlier, these support players are just rocking it. Mango already 65 to Nano here. This is incredible. I mean, and as Scorpions take the point. So, yes, we do see Scorpions take that point there, but look at these support ults again, right? Mango just used Nano on what I believe was Diamond Dog and is already 80 to the other Nano.
Yeah, we see LR15 coming back on that Transcendence as well, both being used in that last fight. Mango having a bit more value, though, also getting just these insane shots onto these flyers for these heals. Like, I don't know if I could hit those at all, and I'd be doing a lot of throwbacks. Mango able to take out Shirsty as well, the DPS hunter herself. Diamond Dog going to be looking to take out LR15 with a little bit of help from the back. Nano on the ready yet again for the Lynxes. They look to hold here at checkpoint 3. The Scorpions having a very solid push, but it's going to be stopped here for the moment. 1:30 left on the clock.
Yeah, and this is incredible to watch here. It's so back and forth, and then all of a sudden, you know, you see one of these DPS, or in Lynx's case, Mango, just pop off. You sleep someone in the back line, and then you just kill 1 or 2 people, and that really helps the Lynxes to take this high ground here. Jersey does take out Pando, which could be very dangerous, especially for Ame if he wants to push in here, but it should be okay as Ame does use the duplicate.
Yeah, getting that Genji ult would be huge right now. Not going to be able to find it just yet, only able to get 50%. Now jumping on the support line, there it is with one dash, but gets slapped by the Ana. Yet again, somebody having to be snoozed at all times on the field, and now barely getting out actually. Pando keeping them alive, and that Echo is just going to be able to continue to jump back in and get more value. Ame somehow still alive because of Pando. That Zen looking very, very eager to finish it off, though, and LR15 finds 2 popping off for the Scorpions.
These supports, Josh, they are incredible. It doesn't matter. I mean, these Anas are doing great against each other, but then you have Pando on the Mercy. We do see Pando switch over to Lucio, and then you have LR15 on the Zen, fragging out, getting heals out, getting those nanos out, getting sleeps out, and it is just incredible to watch these supports play, especially with the peel that they're getting from their tanks.
And we are now in the last 10 seconds potentially before overtime. Ultimates are coming on the ready, but Nywell goes down as he just gets his sleep onto Diamond Dog. Diamond Dog jumping out of that sleep with the ultimate ready, and round 1 is complete. The Scorpions unfortunately pushed off the payload by that Diamond Dog ultimate.
Wow. I'm telling you, Josh, you know, you were right. These sleeps are all over the place. Every time you try to ult in as a monkey, you're just going to get slapped. Just nope.
Snoozy time.
Stop playing. Stop playing the game. Go to sleep for 4 seconds. And then we'll continue the map. And it's incredible to watch. I don't think I've seen a single bad play from any of these players tonight. They are all doing incredible things. Tanks, DPS support, they are all doing such, excuse me, such a good job. And it's hard to figure out who is going to win this, right? Lynxes, they don't have to finish. They just have to reach where the Scorpions made it to, but the Scorpions could easily hold that, especially here on first point.
Yeah, we are going to see the same comps come out for them again. The Scorpions are going to have to make something happen here. The Lynx won map number 1. They had a very... the Scorpions are going to have a very solid defense here. The Lynxes were able to hold them off at checkpoint number 3. And now the Lynx is going to be hopping onto the other side, switching off of... actually going to be running the triple flyer comp. We're seeing Pando on the Mercy, Ame on the Echo, and Bonesaw with the Pharah. Pharah, a fan... a personal favorite for Bonesaw. Finally, that Ame going to switch over to the Tracer instead of the Echo. I was like, no shot that they're going to have
I was waiting for Diamond
here.
Dog there with the Mercy said that he had 3 flyers, but I think we'll be good now.
And we are now hopping on board with the Lynx, who are set up on the high ground, trying to deal with this. Farah not going to be able to as Bonesaw finds one. Ame getting the mirror pick onto Blank. Bonesaw able to take out Triplet as well, and these two DPS are rolling through the entire team.
Yeah, and we do see Ame with another kill. Shirtsy does switch over to that Ashe. We do have the hit scan now, and we do know that Shirtsy is going to be able to hit these shots. Are they going to be able to get the kill? That is the real question. You have that Mercy bucket on Bonesaw, so is Shirtsy going to focus down the Pharah, put some pressure, or are you going to look for kills on Ame or the Mercy or the Zen here to stop the pressure on the point? That is truly the real question here, and you know, the Lynx is getting free space right now. The Scorpions, I don't think they're going to try to recontest this. Shirtsy, wait.
No, not with Triplet going down early. Diamond Dog going to jump in to finish off Shirtsy as well. And now we're seeing LR15 get taken out by Diamond Dog, who's just leaping around this point, securing it. Ame finding Blank as well. Only one person left for the Scorpions here on this point.
And they still haven't capped it yet. The Triplet does get... Where was Bonesaw? Was like way back there in their spawn, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So Bonesaw decided to take a little trip around back, see what was going on over there behind the checkpoint, able to get a little bit of value before the pause hit. So what do you think the Lynx are doing really well here, and what do the Scorpions need to do to really stop this kind of momentum that we're seeing build?
I'm thinking Far Mercy, right? It's really good, especially on Dorado when we're about to hit into checkpoint 2, where that's going to be a really big push for them. Once Bonesaw comes back from that spawn door, we'll be able to see a lot of high ground control with Bonesaw there, and Diamond Dog is probably going to be controlling that high ground from the ground as well. So I'm thinking from the side of Scorpions, they may need to switch something up. I like Shirtsy on the Ashe, but maybe pocket him, right? Maybe help him to get that kill or switch to another type of air damage dealing DPS duo. Maybe not another hit scan, but maybe you can switch to something that will just get some more pressure there. Maybe a Genji could work really well there just to really force the Pharah out of the sky and also do, of course, some damage down to the payload card as well. Yeah,
and we are continuously seeing Ame just jump onto the point as Tracer and find multiple flat frags. Blank not able to mimic the same success, unfortunately, for the Scorpions, but I'm really excited to see how they are able to jump back in after the pause. The Scorpions are going to have to really stop this and secure the time early, I think, because if this gets pushed back around to where the Lynxes were in the end, where the Scorpions were able to push it back towards towards checkpoint number 3. I'm all sorts of silly today, I guess. So back towards checkpoint number 3, though. I think it's just going to be really tough for the Scorpions to win there. I think the Lynx will just kind of try and storm the high ground as fast as they can. But here at checkpoint 2, I think they could get a lot of value. There's so much distance. There's a lot of corners that they have to come around, that being the Lynxes. And the Scorpions are going to be really in a good position to hold here, I think.
I agree. I entirely agree. And it looks like we are getting back into it, so I guess we'll see how the Scorpions will respond to Lynxes and their push onto the high ground here. So, we just see that Shirtsy does take out Pando. We know that Bonesaw and Pando are taking out this fight early, but they're coming back. And as we thought, Diamond Dog is holding this high ground here and just getting some free cart progress as they're getting prepared for this next push into Scorpions and seeing how Scorpions are going to contest this. There's the Genji, though.
And Diamond Dog using these new right clicks so well, taking Shirtsy down to half HP almost instantly. Blank also dropping very fast. Diamond Dog popping that ult really quickly. And now we're seeing the Lynxes just pop up onto this high ground and try and get as much damage as they can as possible as this cart continues to move towards that bridge. Ooh, Triplet able to just push somebody off the back there as this Nano is coming up for the Scorpions. Transcendence goes out for the Lynxes. Ame is able to find Triplet, and this is massive for the Lynxes. Blank able to find Ame, but is it going to be enough? Pando gets the res. Bonesaw getting an insane amount of heals from the Mercy. This Pocket doing so much for the team right now. Diamond Dog able to find LR15, and that's another support gone as Shursty gets decloned. That ultimate being used and gone. Shursty not able to get the pick that they need just yet. Nightwolf and Blank though jumping in to help, and now things are finally turning into the Scorpions. They were able to sustain long enough. Diamond Dog still trying to turn things around, but it's not going to be enough. The Scorpions able to come out on top, but 3 minutes still on the clock for the Lynxes, and that is dangerously close to checkpoint 2.
Yeah, and I don't know if Ame gets out there. It looks like he does, or he is just in their spawn. Oh, no, he does get taken out there. So that's a major stagger for the Scorpions. They're going to have, for the Lynxes, they're going to have to hold up a little bit, and then they're going to have to go back. So that's going to be a little bit of some time taken away there. Bonesaw is also taken out, so I'm thinking they just need to fall back, regroup. They have ultimates here. Scorpions only looking at a blade, so they can definitely take this fight really well. They just need to engage well, and if they can, take out Blank.
We're going to see, yeah, I completely agree. We're going to see Bonesaw, I think, looking for that initial pick with the Justice onto either a DPS or support. It really depends on whether or not they know Blank has that ultimate, if they have the ult tracking down pat. Diamond Dog going to be leaping in here. I'm sure we're going to see this Justice fly out as soon as the opportunity presents itself. And these Flyers are just going to be continuing to spam each other down on these high grounds. Ame shooting at this Genji, not going to be able to find the pick just yet, but Justice comes out, finally taking out LR15 before Shursty finds 2 on both DPS. And now the Scorpions are popping off in this. The blade comes out from Blank, who's looking to chase down these healers, not going to be able to get the pick that they wanted. Diamond Dog now jumping back over, finding Blank, who was just out of position there from that chase. Now the Scorpions are just looking to explode though and get as much value as they can and stagger these picks. Ame able to take out Naiwo, but Diamond Dog falls, and it is just a brawl right now. These players are just running around chasing each other.
Yeah, I mean, there's like no true team fight going on right now. It's nothing but who can kill who. Ame's back on that Widowmaker looking for, that was
tracking.
close. Ame getting rid of Triplet straight out of the fight, looking for a grapple.
Oh, so close.
It's going to be interesting to see, now that we have Ame on the Widowmaker, is he going to be able to get those intro picks like he just did on Triplet to help out? Jersey does get rid of Bonesaw, Dimes, and Pando onto LR15, so we got some Mercy kills here, as well as Pando getting the res on Bonesaw, which is really good for the side of Lynxes. They're going to be able to push this forward a little bit better. They're stacked up, but Scorpions is going to come into this fight with 3 ultimates on deck.
I think the the Lynxes have this payload secure at this checkpoint here. If they're able to sustain just a little bit longer, they have to deal with Naiwo in the back line. They're able to take out Shursty very, very fast. Naiwo's still alive, though. Ame only finding 1 so far. Naiwo taking out Pando. That's not looking good for the Lynxes. And now they're going to have to regroup a little bit as Bonesaw falls as well. Only 40 seconds left on the clock. The Scorpions are going to have to be very, very careful here.
Yeah, and that was an incredible good. That was an amazing job by Naiwo and Triplet there. Triplet used Nano, and just phenomenally, Naiwo was able to kill some members of Lynx's, and even forced out the trans from Mango, which is extremely good on the side of Scorpions, as Lynx's are only coming in with Barrage and Primal for this next fight. Ame does get rid of LR15. What a shot, and looking for another one.
Ooh, but Naiwo's looking to stop that pressure very early. Rampage coming up, and the Scorpions are looking to stop this push now. Keep the Lynxes here and win this map. They had a very solid push, and they were able to hold it here. As I said earlier, Diamond Dog trying to make something happen. Pando does get the res. Scorpions still turning this fight back around again. Shursty and Naiwo getting the picks they need onto that Mercy and Widow once again. Mango finding Shursty, though. And now Mango's going to be the threat in the backline. LR15 going to have to snipe out and win it for the Scorpions, to giving them the map.
Wow. I mean, you know, we look at these two Zens here, and LR15 is just gruesome. You know, Mango is really good on that Ana with the sleeping and all of that amazingness, but then you have LR15, a force to be reckoned with. And we have, of course, Shirtsy with the play of the game, and I mean, you can't blame it. This switch off the Ashe, honestly, I didn't expect it, but it was a really good pick. It managed to really counter the Pharah here and did a lot of good work and helped them to win that fight there.
Yeah, I completely agree. The Scorpions did an amazing job there in the end to turn things around. At checkpoint 2, it's exactly what they needed to do, and they were able to come out on top, putting them in the position to go to game number 3. And this is really exciting. The Lynxes, their momentum starting to shake.
Yeah.
Winning one game in the last series, one game in this series. Can they take another one? That is going to be the question. I think that's really going to determine their kind of momentum going further in this competition.
Yeah, and you know, we mentioned it earlier. If Lynxes lose this, it's not going to look very good. They're going to take that 3rd seed, but on the side of Scorpions, it's going to be a great confidence booster. So it really is both teams. They're both looking for that 2nd seed, of course, as we enter into playoffs, but who's going to take it? They are both in a really good position. They're both looking at that overtime. They're both really neck and neck. And it's going to be interesting. Are the Scorpions going to take that battle? Or is Shirtsy going to go back on the Echo? Or are we going to see Ame go back on heroes like Cassidy and start putting some major damage in like on Coliseum?
I really hope we see Ame pull out that Cassidy yet again, or the Widow, because the
course.
shots are satisfying nonetheless. All right, I just enjoy watching Ame play. The tracking like that we saw on that one Echo, like that was nuts.
Yeah,
like so fast. Like the mouse movement is absurd. Ame is crazy cracked on the DPS.
Of course.
So I think the Scorpions. Is Ame on the Scorpions? Ame is definitely not on the Scorpions.
I think that may change
Ame is
the
definitely
game.
on the Lynxes.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so Ame for the Lynx is going to be a very, very solid player. And we are going to be heading into game number 3 to see what they put on the table.
Yeah, and the Eichenwald. I am looking forward to that one. So let's see here. We're going to see who actually comes out on top, and we see Lynxes back on the Bastion.
Yeah, back on the Bastion indeed. Bonesaw really enjoying that character here in Overwatch 2. I was really hoping to see more Junkrat. We saw them a little bit on the Colosseo, but Bastion seems to be the pick for the Lynxes tonight. They're just finding a lot more, I think. Bastion's able to just maintain space a bit more than a lot of the other DPS in the game.
Yeah.
Once he gets set up, you know, he's just doing so much damage. Yes, you can pick him a lot faster in this game, I think. It's a lot easier to explode onto the Bastion. He's not just sitting in one spot. But I think that...
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw is just going to go down early is what I think to Shirtsy. And that's going to be on the Echo. And Shirtsy whipping it out yet again. Even though Ame is on the Cassidy, we're going to see how useful that flyer is if Ame is going to continue to be as consistent as they have been in the past with those shots. Blank going to be the hit scan, though, for the Scorpions this time on the Ashe. Very interesting to see Shirtsy and Blank switching those roles around.
Yeah, and speaking of interesting, we see Bonesaw going over to Sojourn, which I believe that is the first time we've seen that this round as well as last round. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Bonesaw takes this fight, if he's going to be able to get value on the Sojourn like Ame and Shirtsy normally can, and same with Blank, being able to get that value on the Ashe.
And the Lynxes are going to explode onto the point, first taking out Shirtsy with Ame on the off angle. Now jumping from the high ground, Ame swinging back around to the right side, getting ever close to that first tick already. It's going to go in the Lynx's favor, though they are starting to fall apart. Blank able to find Ame as well as Triplet taking out Mango. Pando, though, responding in turn. Blank staying on this point, but is going to get exploded back on by the Lynxes and have to back away.
Yeah, that was incredible. The Lynx is still getting some point progress here. They're still being able to take this point here. Scorpions are going to contest it. Blank is going to manage to get Bonesaw, and we do have Diamond Dog looking for these kills here, but I'm thinking Lynxes are going to come out on top because Scorpions are just staggering in here, and Lynxes just have the numbers.
Yeah, Ame taking out Nightwood. Diamond Dog following up with Triplet. We're seeing LR15 just get crowded here in the corner. Ame trying to make a play around the back on the Tracer, but Shirsty spotted him out. And now it's going to be very difficult to make this play. Sojourn, though, going to not be able to do the damage quite fast enough. Ame getting the recall off, back out now, and the Lynxes took the point, pushing forward onto this high ground. 4 minutes left on the clock almost. Bonesaw looking to push forward.
Yeah, and you know, something I see interesting here is we see Bonesaw as the ground far. Wow, what a fire strike on a blank from Diamond Dog. That was gorgeous. Yeah, and okay, Naiwo responding in turn though with the Bonesaw, and on the Diamond Dog, LR15 does get Mango and Triplet, nading Pando. Ame does get rid of Triplet, but LR15 on the Zenyatta, like we mentioned earlier, just hitting the shots and taking out Ame.
Yeah, now ults being stacked up for both sides as the Lynxes regroup from their spawn. Diamond Dog looking to get involved early though, jumping down off the high ground. Shirsty holding it down from up top. Overclock on the ready. We're going to see one Shatter at least come out in the next fight here. And I'm really excited to see which team is able to come out on top. Naiwo getting nanoed, but falling off the edge after being booped by Pando. Bonesaw able to take out Blank, and the Lynxes are able to explode with almost no ultimates. They did actually use all three, though, that they didn't stack, but it wasn't those that got them the value. They were just able to get the picks, and Diamond Dogs able to push forward with their team now. Bonesaw in a bit of a sticky situation. Justice is ready, but there's the pocket now, and Naiwo might be in danger here if the rest of the Lynx is coming. Justice comes out. Naiwo's able to find both, though, before being traded by Bonesaw. LR15 takes out Ame, and that is really good for the Lynxes. Diamond Dog having to back off all the way to spawn.
Yeah, and, you know, Lynxes, we do see Ame switch over to Genji, which is going to be interesting to watch here, and Pando onto the Ana. But now Lynx is no ultimate. Scorpions looking at Overclock and Shatter for this next one. So are the Lynxes just going to play a dry fight, try to build up their ultimate, try to wait out some ultimates on the Scorpions? Or are they actually going to try to win this next fight? That's the question that we need to see what the Lynx is going to respond to.
And they're going to respond by using this Overclock on the high ground and try to pressure the shield down as much as possible as it's pushing up towards them now. Turning around onto the Flyers. It's going to be pressure pushing in from both sides. Naiwa's getting pitched in the middle. Decides to chase the Genji down to the bottom. This could be good or bad as Bonesaw's able to take down Shirsty up at top. Diamond Dog able to find Blank now, and unfortunately Naiwa's just left the team without the tank. There's no more off tank left. Able to take out Bonesaw, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Trying to get Pando as well, but there's the fly, and now Diamond Dog's back in, but there's the Shatter. Trying to turn things around. No supports, though. Naiwo gets taken down, and the Lynxes are now almost at the doors of checkpoint number 2. 1:30 left on the clock.
Yeah, that was a really risky play from Nio going after that Genji. I entirely get it. The Genji was a major problem, but now your team has to regroup. They have to take this fight back. The Nano does go over to Shirtsy here, and they are going to be able to pressure them backwards. Pressure Lynx's back a little bit as the pin comes in. Pando takes out Blank in the process. And
oh no, Naiwo falling again!
No!
This time to Diamond Dog with the boot from the charge. Bonesaw taking out one, Ame finding another. And this is going to be the Lynx taking checkpoint number 2. Triplet picking Ame before it's over, though, and still being alive by the looks of it. Are they going to be able to get out? No, as that Justice finds both Blank and themselves. Bonesaw just continuing to push forward here. Diamond Dog already at the spawn corner with the Shatter ready to go. Naiwo not up yet. It's going to be up to LR15 with this Transcendence, and Soldier with the Visor to really turn things around.
Well, never mind to the Visor, Bonesaw.
Bonesaw said no, took the high ground, also said no to Naiwo stopping the Shatter as... it was Diamond Dog who had the Shatter. Diamond Dog used the Shatter, but Bonesaw is popping off. Another double kill here in the spawn of the Scorpions. And the Lynxes are just having an amazing time right now as Ame finds 2 for themselves.
Exactly, and now we're falling close to point 9 meters away. Ame is going to get that kill. Bonesaw is going to keep shooting into spawn here. Ame is going to bully Triplet. Oh my, this lead actually nuts from these honest. Visor does come out with Shirtsy. Shirtsy?
Shirsty with the tracking, able to help turn that fight around as they find 2. Triplet and Blank on their back. Pando's still alive somewhere around here.
That's where is Pando?
I'm not sure where Pando is, but they did something at some point.
Okay. Then.
Okay. I don't know. Someone else was in the Lynx's spawn, or what was going on there?
Yeah, that was interesting.
But now Ame has the blade, and there's less than a minute left on the clock. Only like 3 meters to the objective. And Nano ready for the Scorpions. Also,
big
almost
anti.
ready for the Lynx's. Massive anti-shatter gonna come down from Naivo. Hits Diamond Dog, taking out Blank. Blank taking out Pando as well. This Nano Ryan just going to keep pushing forward, and the Scorpions are not done yet. 30 seconds left on the clock, and they are looking to stop the Lynxes here and allow themselves a chance at victory.
Yeah, and that was great from the Scorpions to push them back, but now they only have Pulse Bomb as they enter into this last fight, while Lynxes, they're going to have Nano, they're going to have Shatter, and they're going to have Dragon Blade on the side of Genji. So they're going to have really nothing unless they can try and build up this Transcendence in the last 15 seconds of this fight.
Nano ready now on Pando. Going to be looking to give it to Ame here in 1 second. Ame getting ready for it. There it goes out. Able to find Triplet. That's the honor early. Diamond Dog falls to Naiwo though. Shursty able to twitch Ame, and the Nano Blade not going to be enough.
Wow. I mean, what a sleep from Triplet. We didn't see it, but you know it was massive. Nano Blade, Sleepy to Nano Blade Genji. Always amazing.
And somehow the Scorpions are able to secure checkpoint number 3, keeping it from the Lynx's hands. Yep. Barely, though, almost, I think, under a meter at one point in overtime. Bonesaw popping off, Ame popping off, everybody on the Lynxes popping off and spawn, but somehow the Scorpions able to turn things back around and continue.
Yeah, and that was incredible. It was not looking in the favor of Scorpions. If I told you, Josh, that Scorpions had no ult and Lynxes had 3 and they lost the fight, would you believe me?
Yeah, probably, up until then. But then the Scorpions won the fight, and then they won the next fight and the third fight, and were able to secure that 3rd point. As I said earlier, now the Lynx is going to be on defense, and they are not going to be happy about this matchup so far, I think.
No, they're not. The Lynxes were definitely looking to finish the map and definitely put some pressure on the Scorpions here. But now Scorpions, it's open for them. It is open for them to hit that 2nd seed, to get that confidence boost, and to show the Lynxes, hey, if you guys are going to beat Barracudas, maybe we can, right? So now we're going to see, are the Scorpions going to prevail here? As Naiwo is on the Winston, it looks like, if we are not being trolled, and they're going to go Reinhardt.
Yeah, as we see Diamond Dog on the Lynx is going to be using that Reinhardt. No switch coming out yet, though. Bonesaw back on the Junkrat. My personal favorite for Bonesaw to be on. Let's see how much value they are able to find here. As Pando takes out Shursty early, opening things up for the Lynxes. And now Pando's just going to continue to jump in and out at that monkey as Blank dives in from the high ground, trying to push this DPS out of this corner.
Yeah, Ame barely gets out of there alive. Blank uses the abilities, but Ame does get out. He can't get above half HP right now. He got antied, but he's good now. They're ready to get back into that fight. And now Lynx is looking at some better ultimate percentage than Scorpion right now. Not by much, but they definitely are. And Bonesaw, hopefully we see another good tire.
Ooh, Naiwo gonna get taken out by the mine. Ame jumping on to Triplet, finding LR15 as well, looking for the 3rd. Diamond Dog's gonna be there to take it though. And now moving back over to this point as Blank flies in from the other side of the map to try and cause a distraction, I guess, or get somebody to leave the point, trying to get this off angle to get the Lynxes to look at them, open things up for the rest of their team to kind of move back to that choke again and make another push once they're ready from spawn. Naiwo back still on the Winston, moving towards the point yet again, looking to jump onto the high ground, trying to take out the Bap. Bap gonna jump away though to the support of his teammates. And now Shursty going to be looking to make something happen as Ame finds Blank on the point. That's going to be big for the Lynxes. That's 1 DPS down. Bonesaw, though, able to trade things back out onto Shursty. Naiwo finding Pando, and this is just back and forth so far. That monkey has taken the high ground, though, and he's not going to give it up easily. Naiwo is in here for the long haul. He's nanoed. That Bap's going down. Goodbye, Mango. And now, this point could go to the Scorpions here. The Lynx is being put in a very tricky situation.
Absolutely, Josh, absolutely. And, you know, Lynx is, they are in a very rough situation right now. But Bonesaw throwing out the tire, going to look for something big here.
Going to find at
And he
least
gets
one,
two!
and there's two. Finding LR15 as well inside of the room. Now it's up to Scherzi to try and make this pick happen or get out.
Bones.
Not going to, deciding not to stagger too long, giving the pick to Ame. And we are going to have to see a massive reset from the Scorpions here. So they have 1 minute and 30 seconds left to take this first point. Window coming up for Mango as well as Diamond Dog. Dangerously close to that shatter.
Yeah, and Lynx is only using 2 ultimates there. They're going to have 2 ults, Shatter and Ant Matrix here. And Scorpion's going to be looking at Primal and Pulse and Trans. So it is possible, but Ame's going to take 2. He's going to take Scherzi and Naiwo. It's time for Ame to shine again. Here we go, Josh. Just wait. Just wait. He's going to get another 4 of them.
I really hope that we see a nice BAP window here with Ame and Mango up on the high ground. That would just be a great way for Ame to get another play of the game. And we are 50 seconds left on the clock, though. Scorpions coming up on 3 ultimates. Diamond Dog still ready with that shatter. Gonna look. Ooh, Naiwo getting stuck, though. That's not gonna be good. Ame jumping off the side of the map, or maybe got booped. Bonesaw gonna be looking to fall next to Scherzi. Now, Scherzi gonna get one tap-o'd by the hammer and the fire strike from Diamond Dog.
Oh, that pinch on the Blank is going to be big if they can get him. Pando does get Blank. Oh my.
Flying back over towards the Ana is Diamond Dog. Not going to be able to get the pick, though, and I think that the Scorpions might be able to take this point here. They have the space. They just can't. They have to stay alive. They cannot die here. If they give the picks, the Lynxes can come back. One person on the payload is going to be enough unless Ame out of the back, going to be coming onto point, finding one. Oh, almost getting the second. Not going to have enough time, though, and the Scorpions do take it, putting another 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Bonesaw, another tire onto LR15, but the Scorpions aren't done here. They're moving this payload. It's just going to be a few frags to clean up that other fight.
Yeah, and you know, Lynxes, they got real close there. That could have been really bad for Scorpions to lose that fight. Ame almost getting 3. He almost got 2 with that high noon there on Cassidy, and it could have been really bad for Scorpions, and that could have been the end. But
that would have been an insane way to end the game.
That it would.
If Ame jumped down in the back, picked 1, high noon 2 more, I don't know what I would have done. That would have been insane. But we're seeing Ame now jump off the high ground, trying to put some damage out onto Scherzi and that Monkey who's just... Ooh, Scherzi's going to be laying down those shots. Monkey not there for the help yet. Now Scherzi looking to jump back in onto these supports with Naiwo. Naiwo just going to use his rampage, put everyone in the room, try and keep them in the corner. Diamond Dog trying to put a stop to it as Beat comes down to help sustain just a little bit longer for the Lynxes in the room. Scherzi able to take out Pando. Naiwo finding Mango. That's both supports down for the Lynxes, and now Scherzi just maintaining this high ground as that payload continues to push towards the second checkpoint. 1 minute on the clock and a couple ults for the Scorpions. Diamond Dog being ready. I got worried that LR15 was about to jump off the map there for a second. Scherzi, though, with the bomb onto Bonesaw after Bonesaw traded with the mine. Now the Lynxes looking to storm back around onto this high ground, deny any more movement of this payload. Sleep going to come out onto Ame, though. That's going to slow a little bit of damage from this push. Shatter going to come out right now onto the Ana, and there's the pin. Not going to get the finish, excuse me, because LR15 had the perfect trans, and now Mango is going to be continuing to try and follow things up for the Lynxes after that trans, but it's not going to be enough. LR15 finds Diamond Dog Blank with the overclock, able to take out Pando, and now they have hit checkpoint number 2. Back to 2 minutes almost on the clock.
Yeah, and this was the momentum that Scorpions need. Lynx is only looking at that tire. Now, we know that tire can be huge. We've seen it before. We saw it back on Coliseum. But Scorpions, they're going to have Primal. And we know Naiwo can really do some damage. Bonesaw does take out LR15. And here comes the tire.
Finding Naiwo too.
Bonesaw does get 2. Blank does get Bonesaw, but that's okay. Pando is going to get triplet. It looks like Lynxes are going to take this fight.
Ooh, Scherzi able to find one before leaving.
Yeah. And the Lynxes are going to win that fight, and this is what they need right now. They need to retake their positioning. They need to retake that corner and that payload as we approach 1 minute and 7 seconds left for the side of Scorpions to take this round.
Yeah, they are dangerously close to victory here for the Lynxes. The Lynxes do not want this to happen by any means. That Rampage is going to come out very fast. Ooh, instantly delete Mango, finding Ame as well. Ooh, and Diamond Dog Naiwo popping off with the Winston. Rampage now just going to continue moving this cart forward around the corner as the rest of the Scorpions come back from spawn and try to take as much space as possible, but they're not going to be able to keep too much pressure here up in the front like the Lynxes were last time. 30 seconds left on the clock, and this is going to get very, very tight, very fast. Shursty able to find Bonesaw early. Blank now with the tire, taking the high ground, gonna rip it, gonna try to find somebody, gonna use it too early. Diamond Dog on an LR15, but Blank able to find two still.
Blank
and the third didn't even need the tire, just needed the skill, and now he's going to continue to move forward with his team, trying to get the victory here. Are they going to do it? It's all down to this. 5 meters left, 1 second, it's overtime left. Triplet has the nano for the Scorpions. This could be it. Naiwo on the Reinhardt now, jumping off the Winston. LR15 and Blank finding two. LR15 finding a second for themselves. 1 minute left. Naiwo just swinging the hammer, and the Scorpions do it.
Wow, Josh, that was incredible. I mean, Blank was just going off there at the end. He was like, wait, I'm going to do something really cool real quick. And he just kept killing. Kept going on and on right as they were coming out of the spawn door. And of course, the play of the game goes to Blank. This was just incredible.
This was absolutely nuts. We've been talking about Bonesaw's Junkrat all night, but Blank said, look at me, baby. See this? You see that play?
Exactly. That was incredible. And now the Scorpions taking that second seed, and they are going to come into playoffs, and they're going to come into playoffs confident because they just beat the Lynxes.
Absolutely. Previous grand champions, the Scorpions, potentially the underdogs to pay attention to here in round number 2. Round number 1, it was all about the Lynxes, but now Scorpions looking to be dangerous.
Yeah. That was incredible to watch, and I'm thinking that it's gonna be really good to see as we approach into the semifinals, into the playoffs, as we watch into Scorpions taking on, I would assume, would be Barracudas.
Yeah, that is going to be next week, though, as we are wrapped up with the matches for this evening. Remember, again, a huge shout out to our friends over at Esports Tower. You can check them out on TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, other stuff like that, Twitter, at Esports Tower. Find them there, all their socials. And also make sure to check out us from Shenandoah at ShenU Esports on, again, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. And for Twitch and YouTube, that's going to be Shenandoah Esports. So slightly different for us there. We have two because weirdness. But yeah, huge shout out again to our friends over at Esports Tower for putting this whole event together, creating these teams, coaching these players, and just making this an amazing, amazing time for both me to cast and I'm sure for you to watch.
Yeah, it was incredible. The matches today were absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad we got to watch them.
Yeah, I am absolutely astonished by the level of skill these players have been bringing to the table, and that cannot be denied to this player this week. Player of the week going to Lynx's Ame. Ooh, those flicks tonight, man.
Absolutely.
I don't know. That Widowmaker alone with those 2 headshots on Route 66, I think gave them player of the week for me tonight.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, we saw great plays from Miss Cassidy tonight, and he was just incredible in any hero you put him on. But, yeah, that Widow play coming right out of Route 66 and just saying, hey, I'm going to play Widow.
Mm-hmm. It's overtime. I'm clicking your head.
Exactly. Well-deserved on Abe. He played phenomenally tonight. Yes, Lynxes did take that double loss tonight, but that's okay, right? I mean, those coaches are going to come back, and they are going to help these players, and they are going to, I'm willing to bet, show us a great run next week.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. I could not agree more. I am so proud of the Scorpions as well. We've seen them grow so much in this competition, and now they are, I think, 2nd seed heading into the playoffs, which is just going to be really awesome to see. Hopefully we get to see them in grand finals here for round number 2. But I think that is going to do it for us for this week from the Esports Tower Rumble in Overwatch and us here at Shenandoah Esports. Anything else to say, Ryan?
Just, it was great to be here today and in cast with you, Josh. I had a great time. And, of course, a big thanks to Esports Tower for just setting up this entire thing and being absolutely amazing and helping all these kids.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for us. And now I'm going to do my sign-off dance. You're welcome to join me if you want. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll join you. Why not?